Are we live?
We're live.
Oh my God. There's people watching. Welcome back, everybody. This is the Graybeard Podcast. I'm Jim. With me this evening, that was real professional, wasn't it?
That's nice. That's good.
With me this evening or afternoon on this fine Saturday, Mr. Scott Whatley, comedian extraordinaire. Everybody say hello.
What's happening? Oh, it's a live studio audience.
I told you, man. We got it down.
I feel like Carson Daly on TRL right now.
Way handsomer, though.
Well, yeah, and for sure.
Less gay, you know. Maybe more.
Less. I wouldn't say entirely.
Didn't know it was a competition.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was a weird guy.
Carson?
He
used to have his little fingernails painted and stuff.
Yeah.
He's still doing stuff.
Is he?
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Like hosting like music awards and stuff like that, like award shows. You see him pop up every now and then.
I haven't seen him since MTV, and that was a weird situation when they're like MTV's shutting the doors. I'm like, I thought they were done 20 years ago.
Well, they went from being. It was like there was this turning point where it was nothing but reality TV, and it was not music anymore. It's like MTV is just,
Yeah, it's just another fucking channel.
It's like the Real Housewives of, LA or something. That's all it was.
Right.
So they lost me there.
Yeah. Well, they lost me when after Prince died. But anyways.
I wasn't allowed to watch it.
You weren't allowed to watch MTV?
Not when I was a kid. I was only allowed to watch VH1. Yeah, because it was a little bit more, I guess.
It was like more mellow.
Yeah. But,
you can listen to soft jazz, just not hard rock.
Yeah. Yeah. The acoustic versions. Yeah. I would watch, my parents would leave and then, go to work or whatever. I was a latchkey kid. And
Same.
So I would immediately put MTV on. I'm a drummer, so I would drag my drum
Holy
set.
shit! Me too.
You got two drummers in here?
No, I can't believe we're not.
And your fingernails aren't painted?
Yeah, it's nuts.
I know, no.
Well, yeah,
They're just bitten.
Do you bite your nails?
I bite the skin around the nails.
Oh, you're a cannibal.
And do you click your teeth to the beat of drums?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
My dentist hates me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
He's like, stop grinding your fucking teeth. I'm like, I'm not grinding my teeth. I'm tapping. He goes, what does that mean?
I can't get through a song without playing it on my steering wheel, all that.
Yeah. Did you see the symbol that you could hook onto your car?
You know how bad I want it, but also want to make fun of it at the same time. If I pull up next to you in traffic like that, I'm like, dude, why don't you just put a guitar pick necklace on to let the whole world know you're, what I mean? It's like, what are we doing, dude?
Yeah. It would piss me off just having one cymbal. I'm like, okay, now I need a double bass drum.
I need a
snare
stacker
drum
over here. I need a little something. Can I get a K custom for the passenger seat, please?
Right. I need a floor tom that the passenger holds.
Yeah, at a certain point, I'm just putting this thing on blocks and really going to play it.
Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go big.
Yeah, let's go for it. Well, that's cool. How long have you been playing drums? Your whole life?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I started back 6th grade.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of went into band in school. Mm-hmm. And then,
I got kicked out of.
Did you?
Not like kicked out, just not invited back.
Not invited
I just couldn't
back.
read music. I'm dyslexic. And so to me, it just looked like, and I could fake it.
Yeah.
So I had a whole drum set at home. I had my friends. We got a little band going. And so, we're sitting there listening for 45 minutes while the clarinets figure out how not to squeak. So then when it finally come to me, I'm like, tap, tap, flat, tap, tap, tap. It was like,
and they
whatever.
never know.
Yeah.
As long as you play something that sounds kind of like that.
I'm in time.
Shit. Yeah.
But when it came time to test, I would fail. Because they're like, hey, put this music here. And they're like, read this. And I'm like,
yeah,
all
right.
Like, you guys want me to see you do some tricks? I can do some stick tricks.
Well, what's funny about that is we had to do, it was like for concert band or whatever, we had to do like the FBA thing where we had to, whatever. You go in front of a panel of people that are supposed to be reading the music with you while you're playing it.
Yeah.
And I had a snare drum solo. And I, too, could not read music. So I just went up there. I learned like the first, because I had a good buddy that showed me how to, he played it, I mimicked.
Bars.
Yeah, and then I just kind of went from there. Once I got
they probably stopped reading it too.
Basically, because I got a superior. I'm like, dude, I was completely lost. I wasn't even looking at the shit anymore. Just totally ad-libbing.
Yeah. Yeah, I guarantee you they're like watching. They're like, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, this kid's got it.
He's a genius.
This kid's a prodigy.
Yeah, but that was how I got through high school. I mean, I had a couple of good buddies. We'd sit around in the courtyard like a bunch of dorks.
Practice pads.
Practice pads at lunch, and we just,
just driving everybody up the wall.
Yeah, people hated us.
Yeah.
It was like the goths, the jocks, everybody else, and then the fucking band nerds. We were like the herpes of the school.
We had this one kid. I'm totally blanking on his name. In high school, I was not in band anymore by high school, but there was a guy who was just an insane drummer.
Yeah.
And he was so good. He would play the full kit. We had like the marching band, and you had where you're playing quads or whatever, and then you had the jazz band. And so he was in jazz band. There was like obviously the cooler kids, superior musicians or whatever, but he was a drummer for the jazz band. But he was so good, like they would roll his kit out with a rolling stage during
awesome.
like the football games and stuff, and he'd be just leading it with the full kit.
Oh, that's
so
fucking
good.
dope.
Yeah, I remember just thinking like, damn, dude, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that guy's
I
so
want to
sick.
do that, but
Yeah.
I'm kicked out.
Yeah, no, I was playing in my little pop punk band at the time, like not far from here actually,
Really?
Yeah, I grew up right down College.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Southampton, that neighborhood.
See, I
there.
grew up out in Mandarin,
Okay.
and I went to Mandarin High School, and I was in the jazz band as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
Yeah, and like everybody else played like the 4/4 bullshit, and I was like, oh, a funk piece. All
Oh,
right,
there we go.
Yeah. Drum talk.
Uh-huh.
It's the most annoying. That amongst tapping. My mom used to get really pissed off at me because I would beat on her table with my drumsticks, and like it was one of those
Little
cheap
dents.
linoleum or not linoleum, like that piece
Laminated
of shit
wood.
laminated wood.
Yeah, that
So like
particle
that lamination would come off and it would swell up, and she's like, "God, stop fucking hitting on everything," And my teacher would say, beat on your head, you can hear it better. And of course we were like, okay,
Yeah.
it's fucking stupid. We were dummers. Anyways,
Dumb.
when did you not to jump right into it, but
No,
I mean, I'm curious because like we started talking as we do before the podcast about things, and that was probably we used all the good conversation. No, but like, how did you get into comedy, dude? Like, how did you even know? Were people just going like, "You're always so funny. You should be
Yeah.
a comedian"?
I got a little bit of the you're so funny, but like what I got more than anything is you're not a comedian, your dad is, because my dad was a stand-up.
Really?
Yeah, and so he didn't do it for a super long time, but the time that he was a stand-up, he got pretty successful.
Nice.
So, when I was, I don't know, I was in my teens. He started doing comedy. It was like early 2000s, late 90s.
He started later in life.
Yeah, he was a grown man and got talked into it because everybody, you're so funny thing. And he went and did, at the Comedy Zone, they had a comedy class, like a workshop, So he went and did that, and I think it was after the end of the first day. This is more his story, how he got into stand-up, but it's a good story.
It is. Oh, that's
so
okay.
he went to this comedy class, and he said he was so nervous, and they're like workshopping some stuff. He writing a little, 2 to 3 minutes of ideas or whatever, and then they were going to get up on stage and then do their time in front of the other comics that they were doing the class.
Yeah.
And the guy before him was like a complete spaz. It just was like, just like aggro, like all over the stage and all that. And it was at the time when the DC Sniper. So that gives you the time period. I don't know when the DC Sniper was, but he was like, it was the biggest thing in the news. People were going out getting shot. And so he got on stage and he's like, hey, I'm going to move around a little bit in my set, not like that last guy. He could move to DC and not get shot. And it just like brought the house down. And so the owner of the club was there and he's like, hey, can you come back this weekend and do a little time? And he was so nervous that the other comics at the table were like, don't be nervous. It's not like you're going on stage this weekend. It's like an 8-week course, whatever.
Right.
And then he ended
October of 2002.
there you go. So 02 is when he started doing.
Thanks, Jamie.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's, what I've told this story before, and I've always wondered, like, when was that? Because I know that's the line that he used, and it was around the time the DC Sniper was.
That's a pretty funny line, though.
Yeah.
So that got him invited to the weekend show.
Yeah, I got him on, and then from there on out. But anyway, so he was doing comedy. I used to go watch him do shows and stuff, and so I always wanted to, because me and him would riff at the house and he'd be writing jokes. What do you think about this? Or we'd always clowning on each other. Like my household, you had to be funny to survive.
Really?
Yeah. My brother talks about it. He's like, dude, you had we never got yelled at.
It was like a defense
we
mechanism.
We got roasted.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh, look what your dumbass brother did. This way, and it's like. That's the kind of, it's like you had to be quick. Like we're all hanging out and stuff, and my wife's like, if it's you, your dad, and your brother. And my brother did stand up for a little while. She's like, I don't even try. we're
Really?
just riffing back and forth and clowning and stuff. But anyway, fast forward, my friend Drew we've been friends for a long time and had always talked about doing comedy, and he went and did it. And he moved to Nashville. I think he started comedy in Nashville. We met each other in Houston. And then I had moved back here to Florida. He stayed in Nashville for a while, blah, blah, blah. He started a YouTube show called New to Drew, where he learns new things, people teach him to do things, and he just messes it up the whole time. And it's just, it's silly, right? So like he's going to go to the farmer's market, and he's just going to ask the dumbest questions about, the honey or whatever it is.
Right.
And so he called me up, he goes, hey, I want to do a show where you teach me how to surf. I'm like, all right, cool. So he flew into Florida. We filmed for like 3 days, and then at the end of it, he goes, hey, on this episode, I'm going to teach you to do something. I was like, all right, because he's a musician, he's an audio engineer, he's a photographer, all this different stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, what are we doing? He's like, yeah, you're going to do some stand-up. I was like, what? When? He's like, in about 3 hours. I'm like, what are you talking about? So he had
Nothing prepped.
Nothing prepped, no. I mean, he's like, you got any funny stories that maybe you like to tell or anything like that? But he had a podcast that was pretty successful in the comedy world, and so he had just reached out to his listeners, hey, does anybody know where the open mics, where everything's at in Jacksonville? And so people told him, and so he already had me kind of set up at a few different
so
places.
You went on with no material, and I have funny stories,
Yeah.
but when, and I, this is something that may have happened to you, I don't know, but I mean, like when someone asks me or when you're put on the spot, your mind goes blank.
Yeah, yeah.
Did that happen to you, or did
Well, it's
you?
like sometimes you have, it's almost like the fog of war.
Okay.
There's times you get off stage, you go, I don't know what just happened. what
like
what was
driving.
going on up there?
And you realize you're driving.
Yeah, you get home and you go, I don't know how I got home.
Right.
But I show up prepared no matter what. Even when he told me you got a couple of hours to get ready, I went to the workshop, man. I just was like, there's a funny story I used to tell.
Dad?
Yeah, I was writing jokes in the car on the way there. I go, hey, is this funny? How come you don't? He goes, is the dumbest joke ever. I go, where's phone books? I haven't seen. When's the last time you saw a phone book?
Yeah.
Like, how are midgets driving? I was like, it doesn't even really make sense to sit on a phone book. You'd see
It took me a minute, but
as
soon as it connected.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't know, man. Maybe try it. People get offended when you say
Short
midget.
round.
And I was like,
Yeah.
all right. So I was like, just scraping for anything that I thought would be funny on the way there.
Yeah.
I did it like 3 nights in a row. The first open mic, there was like nobody in the room. It's like, thank goodness. It was just me
It's a load off.
doing comedy to like 3 other comedians, which you learn quickly in the comedy world. Most open mics, it's really you telling your jokes to other comedians. So it's called an open mic, it's whatever, but honestly, it's more like a workshop than anything. And then a lot of times, the stuff that makes a room full of comedians laugh is not good.
Really?
But they're going to be like, oh my gosh. Like, you'll either laugh at like, that's such a terrible joke, or that's so messed up that only twisted
Comedians
would think that's funny, because to them, it's like,
Yeah.
we're the worst.
Right.
And so a lot of times, if you're going to a bunch of open mics, you have to, sometimes you'll bomb at an open mic and you go, that's fine. A real audience is going to love this.
Okay.
Like
so it's not a good litmus test.
No, it gives you a lot of stage time, a lot of practice.
Right.
There's some open mics that function well. Like we run one in Mayport at Voussoir. We do it every Tuesday night. A lot of comics in the room. We have a lot of comics that show up. 18, 20 comics sometimes. But there's also real people.
Yeah.
There's people that are having a drink, they're on a date, whatever, and we treat it just like a real show.
Right.
If you're in the room, you got to be quiet, that kind of thing. And so you can work stuff out and see if it's going to be received.
Right. Now, I had, do you know who Vanessa Scaduto
Yeah,
is?
good friend of mine.
Yeah, she came on, God, it's almost been probably almost a year.
Wow. A little over a
Since
year.
I've been trying to get her back on because she's
Better do
like,
it quick.
She's
getting
about to move?
She's looking at going to Austin. I don't know if that's public or not. I think it is. She's talking.
You son of a bitch! She's supposed to be my local alien specialist.
Oh, she's the one.
I know.
She's the girl
I
for
know.
that.
I follow her, and I'm like, I see all her little videos, and she talks about it.
She'll come in here and read your aura.
Bro, I've asked her to come back on, because we don't got to talk about comedy. We just talk about aliens.
Anything else, yeah.
Because I'm really interested, but I'm too stupid to talk about it. But
She will chew your ear. She'll get down the rabbit hole.
I love that.
She had a podcast for a little while, and I actually was a guest on that one. And
yeah, my friend Marshall helped her with
Marshall's a good
produce it.
dude.
Yeah,
I know him.
He's been on a couple times.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marshall got me connected with Steve-O, and I filmed the intro to Steve-O's comedy special.
Really?
Through Marshall, yeah.
Get the fuck out.
He reached out. He's like, hey, I can't do this. They were looking for somebody. He had a friend that was on the production team, introduced me, and next thing you know, we're having a conference call. And
That's crazy.
It was a wild shoot, man.
I bet.
We strapped him to a ladder from a helicopter and flew him through treetops and stuff and drug him through a lake.
He's such a fucking idiot.
We had fake power lines put in with pyrotechnics where the oil drums usually are on a power line, and they flew him through the power lines and they exploded. We had to get a whole bunch of people. There was we had medics there. It was one of the funnest things I've ever been a part of.
People like him and Johnny Knoxville, they do the craziest shit. and it's like, how are they not dead yet?
It's just calculated injuries,
I guess.
prepared injuries.
I guess. But I'm just like, you see some people just walking through life, looking at their phones, smack their head on a fucking street pole or
Well, I
something.
don't know how they're
die.
like moving.
Yeah.
I had to tie my shoe the other day. Back fucked up for 2 weeks. Yeah. I was like, I woke up the other day and I was like, why do I feel like I've been in a fight?
Yeah. Sneezing.
Yeah, double
bro.
knots.
Yeah. You have like when I know I'm about to sneeze, I make sure I'm not, if I'm turned,
Adjust my posture.
I go, nope.
I don't want to break a rib.
You know, or just throw your back out.
I tried to stifle a sneeze the other day and I felt my back pop all the way up. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
The pressure.
I realigned myself on a sneeze. Yeah.
You're your own chiropractor.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, you could be. It's a made up,
Hocus
thing
pocus,
anyways.
really.
Yeah. It's not real.
Yeah. They took the spines out of the logos. They'd never have a customer.
There's a place out here in Orange Park that it's a, and I don't want to give them, I don't want to say the damn name, but it's just a funny name.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's their last name, but it's a chiropractic place called Bracken.
Bracken?
And it's like, it makes me think of back cracking. I don't, I'm like, man, did they do that on purpose?
Yeah,
or is that
Bracken?
is that their last name?
Cracking backs?
Yeah.
Bracken? Back cracking? Brack, when I was a child, we didn't go to no chiropractor.
Yeah, no, I don't know why that popped into my head, but the whole chiropractor thing. Yeah, getting old sucks.
Yeah. I'm starting to find, I'm 41 now.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're young, man.
Young. I'm starting to feel a little bit more. My recovery time. I'm a little hungover tonight. Had some folks over.
Are you?
Yeah,
Tonight it's 3 o'clock. So.
Yeah, okay. My point exactly. Now, you ever go so hard the night before that you wake up in the morning?
Days.
Yeah, you're like, we're good. I'm still drunk.
You're like,
And then you're like, let's start planning lunch. That's how we had some folks over last night and just had a blast.
Yeah, that's the reason I quit drinking.
So you don't drink anymore?
No.
Okay.
It's been like almost 9 years.
Congratulations,
Bro.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, it was a fucking not good.
I've had to keep a little watch on it because like my wife and I, we own a bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so people will come in, friends. Hey, what's up? Oh, how you doing?
Let's have a shot.
Have a
together.
beer.
Yeah.
We don't have any liquor. It's just beer and
Okay.
wine. But
Yeah.
have a beer. And so I was just like, yeah, cool. Have a beer. And then, an hour later, another guy comes, hey, what's up, dude? Haven't seen you, whatever. Yeah, let's have a beer. And I was telling my wife, I'm like, I'll have 7 or 8 beers in a day that I didn't even want to have.
Right.
They're pointless. I'm just getting fat. I'm not drinking them fast enough to even feel a buzz. So I'm ending up with this like stupid tolerance. I'm getting fat, and and the money I'm spending on beers at my own bar.
Yeah.
Because we pay our own tabs there. It's
Right.
not like we just drink for free. I let my tab run up pretty high sometimes before I pay it off, but we pay it.
Well, drop a what do you call it? Where's your bar? What is it called?
Oh, it's called the Palms Pantry.
Where's it at?
It's out of the beaches.
Okay.
It's a corner of beach and San Pablo area.
Oh, cool.
Do you know where Marker 32 is?
Don't.
Okay.
I know the roads that you said.
Yeah,
Beach and
so
San
it's if
Pablo.
you're heading east on Beach Boulevard, right before you go over the bridge, it's on the
Okay.
right hand side.
Oh, cool.
There's a La Petite little restaurant
Oh,
there. and all that.
yeah. Yeah, I've been that way. I don't get out that way very often.
Yeah,
But yeah, no,
townies.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I mean, like I said, I go where I'm needed.
Yeah. No, I grew up out here. I loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, I told her we ended up just ordering liquid deaths, and so now if somebody comes in, I just open a liquid death.
Okay.
It's way easier to
What is
slam
that?
some
What is
water.
liquid? Oh, it's water.
Yeah, just water.
Okay.
Yeah, it comes in. It looks like an energy drink almost,
Just
but
get a
I'm
fucking thing of filtered water, bro.
yeah, but I like the social aspect of it.
Oh,
like,
it looks like a can.
yeah, it looks like a can. People
Yeah.
want to have a drink with you. You don't feel like you're shutting them down on that.
I gotcha. Yeah.
So
I would just get you some Black Rifle coffees.
is that what this is? Black Rifle?
No, this is
It's
Walmart.
the cheap shit.
Actually, it's Aldi's.
Just poured it into a nice mug for me.
That's what I do. But it's so funny.
What's on this side of the mug? I like this.
It's like faux or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I don't know.
yeah, that's nice.
We're into anime. We're anime
yeah, I saw that
nerds.
on the movie theater. You had out there. Walking, this
be
guy's like
telling
a 135-inch million TV out there.
Hey.
Don't be giving all that away.
Yeah, it's like telling people what kind of guns you have.
What guns?
Yeah, exactly.
I lost those in a boating accident.
Yeah, it was tragic.
Before the war.
Along with all my cash.
Yeah, I buried those in the backyard years ago, along with my ex-wife.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That's not an admission. She's alive.
Can we get a proof of life after this?
Yeah, you could call my kids. They see her.
They're over there hanging out with her and all my money.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have a lot to begin with, so
Yeah,
she didn't
same.
get much. It's so
Yeah.
funny because when we got divorced, she was like, I'm not going to ask for child support through the courts. Just pay me this a
Yeah.
month. And then she's like, how You don't have enough money for alimony. I make more than you.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thanks.
There you go.
You know, so at least that was, you know, well, then I got stuck with all the credit. But
Yikes.
yeah, divorce is not, I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy.
No, it sucks. The whole process sucks. It's
Have you done it before?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Like, have you played racquetball?
Yeah. Have you tried pickleball?
Have you tried divorce?
Have you
It's
tried
fucking
divorce?
great.
Ask your doctor if divorce is right for you.
Yeah.
Do you have severe to moderate hate your life? See if divorce is right for you.
Yeah. May cause side effects.
Side effects.
Severe
Some side effects
depression.
include suicide.
Freedom. Lots of free range
Freedom.
pussy.
Severe depression and lack of funds. Yeah.
You can hang your
Extreme
deer
debt.
hang your deer heads anywhere you want now.
Fuck yeah.
They-
That's why I told my girl the other day. I was like, if this doesn't work out, I'm just gonna marry a dude.
Yeah.
You know,
You
you've
get
seen
all the tax breaks. We can hang out.
That's
Somebody
it.
that likes football.
Not like in a gay way.
no, in
You
a
know,
financially responsible
Yeah,
way.
we're gonna have a big house. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're gonna build it ourselves.
You could hang a Ukraine flag across your.
You sure
house.
could.
Good.
Yeah, the Mormons wouldn't even mess with you anymore.
cut off. No, you have to put that in your profile on Instagram so that people know that you're a virtue.
Otherwise, you don't get the
signaler.
social credit.
Right.
And then
You-
what's the point?
Exactly. Well, that's where we're going.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know this. You haven't lived out in this area for very long, but they're putting in cameras everywhere.
Really?
Every intersection they're putting. Yeah.
They're
just-
called flock cameras.
No kidding.
Yeah, they're,
they had
they're
that
like
one
it's so we can catch criminals. No, we're
No.
getting ready to do the whole social credit
Right,
score
yeah.
bullshit. I guarantee you.
Well, what
that's
happened?
we're
They
doing.
had the traffic cameras out on 17 for a while.
Yeah, like those are. Oh shit! Did I bring the dogs back in?
I don't
Will you
know.
let those fucking idiots
Yeah.
back in?
Did they? Didn't they rule that those were like unconstitutional or something
Yeah,
like
they
that?
got rid of one of them out of the
Okay.
two.
Yeah, but they
I still slow down.
Clay
for it.
County's like, fuck y'all. We finna get this money.
Fitting to get that money.
Yeah, I mean, thank God for Waze.
Yeah, I use it all the time, and I'm always like, cop right here, pothole.
My favorite when they in the TikTok thing, you know, when you see a cop doing a TikTok and it's like he's holding his phone and it's like cop there and he's like, no, I'm
Nope.
not.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
He's like, guys, we have Waze too.
Yeah, no, I've actually talked to some cops that say they do that.
I'm sure they do.
They'll just put you right back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they fucking do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for everything else, it's a good app.
It's a great app.
You know.
And I got a ticket going into Arizona. Golly, how many years ago this was? And I got the ticket in the mail. I was like, I'm gonna fight it. There's no way. And I opened it up. Picture of me just like. It was the most
It's a
crystal
HD.
clear. I was like, it's a headshot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful photo. I was like, there's no denying. I was
Yeah.
gonna be like, you can't tell who's in my car if it's me or not. And I'm like, oh, jeez, they got me there.
That's
What
gonna
kind
be
of
the-
lens do they have on that
You
thing?
need to make that the cover of your album.
I probably would. Yeah, I
Do
paid
people
for
still
it.
make albums? Like comedy albums?
You know, we've been talking about doing one. I mean,
I think
people
it'd
just
be
release
dope.
a special. It just goes on Netflix or
Right.
YouTube or whatever. But I've had this concept for a comedy album that I wanted to call it 15 Minutes of Fame and put 4 comics on. Everybody does 15, so it's an hour long.
That's dope.
And then at our level, you don't want to release a whole hour. Most people don't even have a whole hour. So why not do like an awesome 15? We can film like 4 different specials and it'd be like a collection, and then release it on Spotify or wherever, and then get exposure and all that stuff. So
I like that.
yeah,
I like that.
I'll probably put. I want to record a special sometime in the next year or two. Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
He's gonna top you off.
No, I hadn't been topped off in a while. I appreciate that. Guy comes in with a good-looking dick duster on his lip,
Thanks, son.
threatens to top me off. Tried to follow me into the bathroom earlier.
Yeah.
My wife loves mustache rides.
Does she?
Hey.
How's she feel about full beards?
It's been 8 months.
Yeah.
Is that how long it took you to ride that? Oh yeah, you guys
Pregnant.
are pregnant. Forgot about that. You're with child.
Yeah.
With child.
Do you know it is a boy or a girl yet?
Girl.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I'm a girl dad. I got
Yeah.
2 girls.
I've 2 girls, 2 daughters. You know,
Yeah,
he's
I'm
married
going
to
to
one of them.
jail. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I was raised with my 2 twin sisters and my mom, and then when I got married, his wife, my oldest daughter, and then my youngest daughter. So there was 3 females there.
Yeah.
And then in this house, I've got my girlfriend, her daughter, and my daughter. I can't get. It's just like
No wonder you outfitted this little spot
Bro.
right here to have the bros. So what's the point of your podcast? We don't even have this stuff plugged in. We're just out here. What are you talking about?
Well, first thing I do is I come out here and get on X and jerk off to internet porn, and then I just sit and pretend like I'm doing something.
Talk to the curtains.
Yeah, I just want to be a radio disc jockey.
So she's like, so you're going to record another podcast today? This is the 5th one.
Oh, dude, I just started another podcast
Did you really?
with my friend Tristan. His screen name on Instagram
He's really
is
trying to fancy that up, isn't he, Christoph?
Tristan. He's Jamaican.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to listen. You got to say their name with flair.
Yeah,
okay?
you do. Yeah.
But his screen name is Urban Curse, if you've ever seen that. But yeah, so we just started something on Instagram. What are you? Don't show that.
These are all the cameras that are around us. by the way.
Really?
Yeah, don't be showing the area, bro.
I know, but you can go to banishbigbrother.com.
I don't know, but okay, I
Yeah,
don't need
so
to.
there's 3 right there.
and
Huh?
find these cameras. And
That's a camera there?
Yeah, but they're
Right,
up
right.
on 17. They've been on Blanding. They've been working every morning when I'm driving in work. There's trucks out there installing on another, like further and further and further, and it's just every intersection they're gonna put cameras.
Wow, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the direction they're facing, or what?
Correct. Yeah, you can see which direction they're actually facing. If
Interesting.
It'll fucking let me. Yeah. See.
Wow, they're piled up there. What is that, Kingsley and Blanding?
Well, that area right there is a fucking.
There you go. Orange Park High School. That's
Yeah.
where I went. Went to Orange Park, and then I for freshman and sophomore year, and then I moved to Ridgeview.
Yeah, my kids went to Ridgeview. Her daughter.
Ridgeview was so nice after coming from Orange Park.
Yeah.
I was like, it's almost lunchtime, and I haven't seen anybody get stabbed.
It's not anymore. It's the same now.
Is it?
Yeah, they have a whole. There's a whole. Is it an Instagram page? I think so, but it's called like Ridgeview Fights,
No kidding.
and it's just like kids filming when somebody fights. They all get around and film it,
Yeah.
and they upload it.
I was trying to explain this to my wife because she grew up and just went to these nice high schools that everything was like calm and pleasant. And I'm like, no bomb threats? You guys didn't have any bomb threats, huh? Nobody had to go. You didn't have to go to the football fields and get in the bleachers. For
No
that?
life lights.
No life lights.
No.
You guys didn't have Cracker Day. You guys remember Cracker Day?
Okay, so I've talked about Cracker Day
Yeah.
on this podcast.
Yeah.
Like nobody knows it.
They didn't grow up out here.
I went to I told you I grew up in Mandarin, and and when I was in 7th grade, we had to go to a magnet school program,
Yeah.
which was Matthew Gilbert. Mm-hmm. Do you know that school?
No.
Fucking downtown.
Okay.
Like right in the middle of the downtown. Mm-hmm. And that's where I first learned of Cracker Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were definitely. I mean, we were the minority.
Sure.
And luckily, my one big. He was like this big, tall, fat black guy, and he was my friend.
Yeah, I got your back.
And he used to be my bully. I hit him. And then he was like, "Okay, fuck, this little son of a bitch has got some bite."
Yeah.
So we just became friends after that, and he watched out for me a bunch of times. And I'm just like, "What the fuck is happening?" Like every kid was in the courtyard.
Yeah.
And then when the bell would ring,
It's on.
they would just roll through the fucking hallways beating the shit out of people. And I'm like, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I never heard of this.
Cracker Day.
Yeah, but we didn't have that in high school.
Take the day off. I saw it in high school. That was when.
I went to Mandarin.
Okay. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. We didn't have Mandarin money growing up.
I didn't either. It's just I happened to be. It was Mandarin got built in 90. It was finished in 91, and my sisters went there, and then I came after that.
How old are you?
49.
Okay. Yeah, we're not too far off, but yeah, it's enough of a gap that I would have been,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was trying to tell my wife about it. She's like, this can't be real. I'm like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't believe it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you talk about, like, you say white privilege or whatever, but I would not that day.
Not on Cracker Day. And the name's very deceiving. I was like, Cracker Day, what do we get? An ass beating. That's
Yeah,
what
it makes you
get.
think of like, clam chowder, some
Yeah,
crackers
yeah.
or something,
I think it's going to be wonderful.
No, it's not.
No, not at all.
It's not a good day.
Yeah, I remember watching I think it was the first time I saw somebody get knocked out in person. Mm-hmm. And it was like in the courtyard for lunch because we had our lunchroom, and then there's this big courtyard area. This guy's name was Shelvin.
Uh-huh.
And he hit this dude in the face, and the guy fell like a sack of potatoes. And I was like, I'm
Yeah.
on the football team with him.
That motherfucker's got to play, man.
Yeah, I was like, yo. No, not the guy that got knocked out.
The guy that
did
did the
knocking.
knocking
Yeah, the
out.
guy that threw the punch. And I was like, I used to think we were boys, but I don't trust anybody right now. I got the hell out of there.
Yeah.
I think redheaded guy. I can't remember his name now. Shit. Anyway, jumped in his car. We just left.
Something O'Doul or
Yeah, something O'Connor, something like that. Redheaded guy. He loved Guinness.
He's like,
Yeah,
a little Irish.
Yeah, we left. We ended up going surfing. We just,
Yeah.
fuck
all that
Fuck
noise.
all that. I'm not.
Yeah, that happened in my 7th grade year. I think it happened 3 times. Well, it happened twice, and then it was talked about again.
Right.
And I remember looking out in my history class, and looking at the prison style chain link fence with those big things that come up,
We're trapped in here.
the wire razor or razor wire at the top, and there was cops, squad cars, literally completely around the entire school,
Just waiting for it to
just
pop
waiting
off.
for it to pop. So it didn't happen that day.
Yeah.
But I was
Yeah, I definitely know that it was talked for. Same. I would hear it get talked about more often than it would actually happen. I think I experienced maybe 2, maybe 3, like full on cracker days.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Now it's like, nah, I better not say that. I'll get canceled. It's like straight day, cis day.
I'm not a part of that. Your producer
He's
tried to follow me
guilty
to the
by
bathroom.
association. Did you mute my mic when I said that?
No.
Where's
I
that
would
bleep
never.
button?
Did you just insert AI, Jim? Because I did not say that.
One of my buddies, he's a gay guy. He just got engaged. He just proposed to his boyfriend, And,
Congratulations.
yeah, and he put it on his social media, and I saw it. And he gets on his knee. He pulls the ring out. Will you marry me? The whole thing. And I just wrote him. I go, that's the gayest shit I've ever seen. That is the fucking gayest. And then he said, shut up, F word, not fuck, but call. Yeah, this dude. He said, shut up.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He wasn't ready.
Anyway, we had a good laugh about that. So
No, that's good that you have friends that have senses of humor.
you have to.
It's
Come on.
it's getting to the point where I think, it was for a while there where no one had a sense of humor, at all, and you just couldn't say a fucking word, and like, I think it was like the combination of Trump and Elon buying fucking X.
I think that had a lot to do with it.
I think that had. Yeah.
We bought back freedom of speech. I mean, I
Yes.
mean, you hear about them, like Rogan talks about it.
Yeah.
You hear about it all the time. I mean, I really think for sure, and especially like the kind of content that I do on social media.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that I try not to, when I'm doing the reaction stuff, I try not to cuss. I just try,
Right.
I try not to ever do anything that's like mean-hearted.
Right.
Like mean-spirited. I try to be playful about it. But even some of that stuff, I don't think like 5 years ago you could do that.
No.
No.
Just showing it is like you're contributing to the whatever persecution of that person.
Right.
Now, like the weirdest part about this whole like last 4 years or so, 5 years now, it's just been that comics have been the voice of reason, and it's like it's almost like comedy and comics. It's like should be protected at all costs, and you just let those fuckers say whatever they want.
I feel like there's this line of like, it will only be funny and only resonate if it's based in truth that people are feeling that they have not been able to articulate yet.
Right.
Right. And so if you can do that and you get an audience to go, he's right, and it's funny,
right,
then you're doing it. And then there's this other side of that line, which is shut up and tell the jokes, man.
Right.
I don't care about your politics.
Right.
And so you got to walk that razor's edge of going, I think our society is, there's something that could be made fun of here.
Oh, yeah.
And then go on the other side and going, I'm just a clown. Like, so don't look to me for your political advice and stuff like that. Because I think some of my favorite comics, they've started to go too political. And I'm like, just shut up, man. It was so much funnier when you were talking about, women be shopping or whatever. Like, just go back to the jokes, man.
Well, it's hard to not be political right now because it's like that's the only fucking thing anybody wants to talk about.
I get accused of being like a right winger and all this different stuff, and it's like I don't have anything in any of my material whatsoever about which way I vote. Every comic that I see has a Epstein bit, a Trump bit, a Kamala bit, everybody, and
they're making it too
easy. I
easy.
stay out of it, but I get accused of being because I look at me.
Yeah,
straight white dude with
Same.
tattoos.
You're wearing a camo hat too.
I'm wearing the MAGA costume right now.
Same,
right?
same.
So just people like, he's a right winger or this and that. I'm like, if you close your eyes and just listen to any of my stand up, if you've ever been to a show, I'm very sexist. I hate women. That's very clear. Okay, but
Except for your wife.
I leave politics out of it. No, I'm just kidding. My daughter today was like, Dad, are you sexist? I go, no. I'm married to a woman. She's like, yeah, that's the only woman it seems like you like. And I'm like, wow.
No, there's just a lot of examples of silliness in the world, and some of it happens to be female.
Poke fun at it. Well, I told her, I go, Aubrey, this is my daughter. I said, listen, women will sit around and man bash all day long, and then a guy will say something negative about, it's like, just calm down.
Drop
we
the
all
fucking anvil on your head.
We all see the differences between each other, and it's fun to laugh at.
Right.
So let's have a good time.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, going back to like the comics kind of pushing that envelope and drawing attention to it. I mean, look at like remember the show All in the Family?
Yes.
I mean, they were like satire is such a brilliant way of drawing attention to the things that need to change in our society, And so if you get to the point where you can't involve yourself in satire, you can't comedically look at something that needs to change, then we've lost it.
What is that thing that the Heyoka?
Yeah.
The sacred clown.
Yeah.
If it can't be made fun of, it's bullshit.
Right. Yeah.
And
100%.
I think we're getting back to that point where people are like, okay, this is funny. And even the groups that you're making fun of are like, that's fucking true.
Right.
Well, that's so true of our shit.
I'm not a fan of bullying.
No.
It's not good. But there has to be some sort of societal check a little bit on some things. And you look at social media, and for everything that's great about it, everybody has a voice now. Mm-hmm. And so if you have a voice and you're getting your little ecosystem who's liking your stuff, you start to think that you're right.
Right.
And you have to have this like, okay, in the world, there are some norms and there are some exceptions to norms, but then there's like, you go through life and you go, man, when I said that thing and I felt really stupid because everybody looked at me like, what are you thinking? There's no more what are you thinking anymore. It's just I say it and the people that think like me like it. And so now everybody thinks that their opinion is just as important as the other guy. And it's like, no, that guy's actually making sense. What he's talking about is, what are you even doing over here? Is that nobody told you that's the dumbest shit we've ever heard? And you got to have that check and balance, but social media is giving everybody the same exact platform.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I mean, I love the fact that everybody can do that. People can start a podcast. They can get on, like you said, fucking TikTok. Holy shit. That's influencing so many people right now. I mean, and you can say whatever the fuck you want, and some people are going to go, yeah, that's real. Yeah. That's fucking real. And, I mean, there's a lot of really realistic-looking AI stuff out there these days, too.
It's pissing me off, man. Yeah. It's pissing me off. I've been a creator my whole life, a designer, videographer. Okay. So that's my whole, I've been a freelancer. And I was so nervous, like AI's like, man, this stuff looks so good. I'm not going to be able to sell anybody a logo or a branding package or whatever. So I went and bought a skid steer and a trailer, and I started doing dirt work. And, and it's funny because that company's actually been doing really bad. It's been slow growing. It's just an expensive business to get into, and I ran out of dough pretty quick. And so I'm doing just enough work on that to kind of
pay for itself.
Yeah, and then I'm like, now I just finished a couple different branding jobs, and I've got a video project I'm working on. And so it's funny that I tried to like walk away from the creative work because of AI because I was so afraid of it. And now I'm like, I tell my wife,
you can use it.
Keeps dragging me back in.
You can use it as a tool. I posted the other day on my stories. I just shared it. It was a fucking, somebody did like it was like a 40-second clip of a movie that was not a movie, but did you see it?
It's 100% AI.
It was 100% AI, but it looked fucking real, bro.
So I was working at this ad agency in Houston.
Good luck finding it.
I was at an ad agency in Houston called L Creative. Geniuses. The guys at this agency, I mean, I don't even know how I got in the door. They're so good. And Thomas, one of the partners, pulled me aside one day. He goes, check this out. I want you to watch this. And he starts playing this movie, and he's like, there's something about this that I'll tell you at the end. And we start watching it. I'm looking at camera shots, and like, how do they get that? And we get done, he goes, this entire thing is completely AI. And it was before AI was even a thing. It was just like computer generated or whatever.
Right.
And that was, I mean, back in 2010 or something. You were talking about 16 years ago. Yeah. And it blew my mind.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Now we're seeing like they take like, I'm an anime nerd. So they've been doing these like AI renditions of like behind the scenes for a live action movie for the anime the live action adaptation.
So they're treating it like they're filming it on a set or something.
Yes. Yeah, and they've done some of that with like the Avengers stuff.
And you're roped in. You're like, I want to know what this guy's private life is like. I want this behind the scenes of this character.
Well, for a second I was like, is that fucking real?
You're all in.
I want to see this movie. This looks good. But then you go, why does that guy have 3 hands?
What is all this?
There's a bunch of different AI trailer movies that have been made.
Well, I guess you could do that too. You could write your trailer and have a whole trailer out and pitch your movie like that without ever having to film a teaser.
Yeah, there was one in specific I was looking for. I can't find it.
Yeah, the one it was a lady in a red dress in an office building, and she was like yelling at somebody on the phone.
And hey, you gonna pick up my child today?
Oh yeah. And then she turns around and there's like this thing coming, like a wave or something. All the window, the glass exploded.
Geomagnetic thunderstorm.
It was insane. And like the camera movement, everything. Yeah, it was all AI. There was like only a couple of sections in it that you could really tell, like with the branding and stuff like that on like a vehicle and like that.
Yeah,
what kind of car is that?
Yeah.
It's an Audi, I can tell, but it's
it ain't.
Yeah, but it ain't.
It was a Cybertruck.
Oh, Cybertruck. Yeah, that's right. And
But
the fact that the Cybertruck makes no noise, but it sounded like a it was like a old. You could hear it, the engine rumbling. I'm like, that's not
I'll
real.
have to find it.
Anyways,
Yeah.
put it over there because it's gonna distract us.
Just sit and talk about this. Like, what do you guys want to watch? I don't know. You want to chill? So you said you're a photographer?
Yeah.
I was asking about something. You still do that as a profession or is it a hobby?
I was doing it. I got to the point where I was like part-time. I could literally say I was part-time,
Yeah.
paid photographer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just, after like that last wedding, really took it out of me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, hey,
I used to do weddings.
I'm good. I don't want to do weddings, but that's where the money's at.
Oh, man.
And I don't want to have to do like, 15 portraits a day just to make my money.
Right.
So I'll never be a full-time photographer, and I gathered that real quick, but I just gave up, I'm like, fuck it. I'll just do podcasting.
Way better.
It's so much fun.
I
It's
did,
so much easier.
I filmed a couple. I said no to him. I was like, I don't want to do weddings. I don't want to do them. And then a woman who worked for me was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I say worked for me. We worked together on the same team.
Right.
Whatever. But I was like, as a wedding gift,
Right.
if you're open to it, if you don't have somebody already, I'll shoot your wedding. And I was like, but this is a gift, so you have no input at all. You will receive the gift I give you, just like somebody's giving you a toaster.
Right.
As like, if you want it, then I'll do it. And if not, if you're not going to hurt my feelings at all, I'll come to the wedding. I'll bring you a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, that'd be amazing. Thank you. That'll save us so much money. Because, it's going to take me a day and then 2 or 3 days to edit it. But it's going to save her thousands of dollars.
Sure.
And so I thought that's the best I can give you.
That's a good gift.
And so I did it. And she posted it. And my phone lit up. And so for the next 3 or 4 years, I was just doing wedding video. And I was like, and finally, I was like, I actually shot a wedding and met a photographer, a husband and wife photographer, and he's like, hey man, I want to add wedding videographer to my list of services. Can we work out a contractor deal? So I had a contractor rate with him, and then he would deal with the brides, and that made it a little easier because I didn't have to do anything except for show up, day of, film, and I told him same thing. Here's how we'll do this. We shoot this type of wedding. We'll put because I had several that I'd done, and the conversation I'd always have with the brides is like, here's the type of video I give you.
Uh-huh.
Watch my portfolio.
Right.
If this is what you like, here's the price, and I give you my version of your wedding, my take on it in this format. There's not, hey, can you do this? Can you do that?
No edits.
No edits. This is it. If you're hiring me because like a commissioned artist, I'm going to commission me to paint a painting, you get the painting at the end of it.
Yeah.
And so I try to treat it all like that, which comes across very arrogant because I don't think a lot of videographers do that.
Nah.
But for me, it was the only way I could deal with the headache.
I think maybe to the client, but if you make them understand, which they never will, but I've tried to explain to people, oh, that's funny.
You guys want to watch it?
A little Matrix.
He talked about that in his podcast not too long ago.
Michael Malice. You guys want to watch it?
Sure, let's have a look.
All right, here. Let me get it pulled up for everybody. Here we go.
Full screen that shit.
I was just asking about the pencil trick.
Shane Gillis in the back.
Yeah, Shane,
I love that.
cracking a smile with the Bud
What's
Light.
crazy about that, and this is how good it's getting, because used to be the writing in the background would be changed.
Oh, here's the one we were talking about right here.
Oh yeah, that one.
You guys got to watch this
Okay,
one.
let's have a look.
All right, we'll watch this, and then I want to ask you about your influences. What the fuck is that? No, skip it.
I'm really busy. Can you get Sophia today?
All the sound design.
I can't.
Oh, shit. Fine.
Reporting what is being called a geomagnetic storm. This is a phenomenon caused by a massive
Information as it comes available. Stay tuned to this channel for continuous coverage.
I just checked out the AI chick's titties, to be honest with you.
Trying to figure out why our mascara's running.
Yeah. This is an AI chick?
Do you hear the sound design
that's-
going from left to right?
Oh, yeah, that's badass. Whoa.
Like I legit want to watch this movie.
It looks good.
This is nightmare fuel.
It looks great. I think I did that concrete tutorial on After Effects once. I know how to do that.
I thought you were gonna say you did the concrete in that building.
Yeah,
Like,
I did that.
wouldn't admit to that.
Yeah. See how it's falling apart? That's my work.
You see how the rocks hit the ground and they just disappear?
Yeah.
That was a nice slide.
She did all that in
One take.
3-inch heels on her boots. You hear the
Love you.
Yeah.
I'm on my way. I need you to hide. Get underground.
This is fucking insane.
Whoopsie.
All those DEI hires.
Yeah.
Hey.
First all-woman flight. Don't blame me. AI came up with that. Uh-oh. Mm-mm-mm.
It's fucking dope for a
Wow.
fucking AI, bro. She's gonna gun it now.
Yeah. I think I know her. I think that's
She looks a little bit like
like Kill
Daryl
Bill.
Hannah.
yeah. I think her name's Katie. Actually, she's a photographer. I met her. She used to work at Surf and Paddle. Great chick.
Oh, okay, good.
Looks
Good to
just
know.
like her.
It almost like.
So you're telling me the sound of that car is what pulls you out of this reality?
All right.
That's where it breaks down for
a
you?
little bit. No. I'm just saying that's one of the
Everything up
things.
to this point is very feasible.
Listen.
Uh-oh.
And see, that wouldn't happen. 'cause
No,
that's
she would have hit a
bulletproof
curb long
glass.
before that. Uh-oh. This is a good movie.
Look.
Oh, look, it's Kash Patel.
Cash Patel's in it, yeah.
Why don't you get the president on the phone?
This is what happens when you ask about the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We have her.
I'll be right there.
Look at the fucking detail in the face.
It's insane. That's a 100% AI?
100%.
According to them, yeah.
The Door Brothers. That's who it is.
Wow.
AI Hollywood movie. Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
I mean, it looked like a good movie.
Yeah, I would go watch it.
Yeah, the writing is there.
I want to know what that UFO looking thing
my
was
pits
about.
started sweating.
I got goosebumps at one point.
I had like pools of sweat around my testicles.
Definitely
your balls
nightmare,
are hanging low?
Nightmare fuel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So I have a friend of mine who's developing an AI company right now, and he was telling me he goes out to San Francisco and meets with these developers and stuff, and he said the rate in which this thing is compounding, like almost like interest, just getting better and better and better. And you know, there's like version 1, version 2, and every time he said this is the first, just the one that just happened was the first one where AI made more of its own corrections than we did to it. So
Talking about Chat GPT 5.
I think so, yeah. So it's making itself better faster than it can figure out its own flaws.
Yeah. How long do you think before they're like, yeah, we don't need
we
you guys
fucked
anymore.
up. We shouldn't have done that. I don't know, man.
The rise of the machines.
The thing is, like, maybe I'm ignorant, and I am.
I know I am.
But here's my thought.
I'm way ignorant.
Here's my thought, dude. At what point can we just step back and it would kill itself? Because doesn't it take so much water to cool it and all the power? And it's like,
Yeah,
just
there's
turn
too
the
much
lights
money
off.
in it.
Okay, so
much
you
turn the lights
you
off for a
saw
little
the
bit.
Matrix, right?
No.
You never saw the Matrix?
Yeah. I have
Okay,
never seen
well,
it.
fuck.
I know.
Spoiler alert. If you've never seen the
shit.
Matrix, the machines,
Yeah.
because they blacked out the sun. The humans did.
Okay.
Because all the machines were run on solar power.
Got it.
So they're like, if we black out the sun,
Yeah.
no, son. They figured a way. They started using human bodies as the warmth, as energy. So hence they built the Matrix and they
Oh.
put us all in.
So that's why he was in the Matrix, is because it's
Yes.
fueling the computer.
Yes, he was like, we're all born into these.
How
little
dumb do I
fucking
sound to the
pods.
listeners right now? Going, so that's how the Matrix. That's the Matrix. Huh? That's what it was?
Probably there's probably 2 people at least that listen.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I thought you were gonna say that have also not seen the Matrix.
No, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be okay, Scott.
I got to go watch the Matrix.
Yeah, you should. It's a good.
That and the
Just don't
Hangover
watch-
apparently.
Don't watch the last one.
How many were there?
Well, to me, there were 2 good ones, but I think there was 4.
It's like Jurassic Parks. After a little while, they just started phoning it in.
Yeah, like Jaws. You know, it's like, bro, the first one was dope. Second one,
amazing.
Okay, I'll go with you. But then like the third and fourth, like the fucking shark went across the world to fucking for vengeance. What? Might as well be Sharknado.
Sharknado, yeah. What do you think about comedy sequels? Has there been a good one? Do you have an opinion on it?
I'm trying to think of a good one.
I think after Ace Ventura 2, I don't think another good comedy sequel has been made. We talked about this the other day on my podcast.
I mean, is Bad Boys like a comedy? Not really. I mean, there's 2 comedians in it, but
there were 6
sort
matrices.
of.
6?
6 of them.
6? Okay, damn. Yeah, they went a little hard.
They really did.
They didn't go Fast and the Furious hard. that's a franchise.
Franchise
needs
there.
to go fucking away.
There's more of those than there were Goosebumps books. I think.
I'm ready for Vin Diesel to hang that hat up. Like, come on.
They still
bro.
doing them?
Yeah, I think they're making one more.
They're just on hover rounds racing around the old folks' homes. Is that what they do?
That
just drifting in a rascal.
I saw an AI of that.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it was like, oh, that's where we're going.
That's where we're going.
Like, I mean, and there was one. They were like and I feel like this is a real thing, but they were like in outer space. Like,
you're lying.
No, it's like fucking Jason X when he was in outer space. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Jeez, man.
You know what next?
That's jumping the shark. You know where that term comes from?
Yeah.
A
little bit.
Yeah. What is it? Happy Days.
Yeah.
When Fonzie jumps over the shark.
And you take it to a whole different place.
Like, dude, what are we doing?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't try to. I think that's what's wrong with like a lot of movies and entertainment is like they just like, oh, we got to go bigger and bigger.
Got to ring it out, you know.
If you just capture the magic from the first one, you know, you're gonna be okay.
I feel like books should end after the 6th chapter.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you've made your point.
Right.
I'm not gonna wrap this up for 4 more chapters. And movies are kind of the same way, like or TV shows. Like after the 6th season, it's like all the character development's done.
Yeah,
everybody here's had a relationship with everybody. Can we wrap this up?
How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah,
that was a good show.
I never saw it when it was happening, but me and my wife went back and watched it again. Yeah,
it's a good fucking show.
It's a great show. Now I know why it was such a huge show.
And The New Girl, that was a good show.
I liked The New Girl for the first 2 seasons.
You gave up?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just gave up.
I just watched it for the one guy. Well, there was 2 guys in there.
Built this Schmitty.
Schmidt, and then the sleepy guy. I can never fucking remember his name.
Oh, I think I understand hunting now.
Yeah, she's
Nick?
like, yeah, Nick.
Yeah,
she's like, you're gay now. And, you know, like he was just fun, and he's been funny in other movies.
His one-liners are good.
Yeah. And I like the fact that he's kind of consistent with his. That's always really funny when there's like somebody that's funny in a movie, but then they carry that same fucking like feel through other movies, and you're like, that's who I love.
That's Tom Hanks is that way.
Yeah.
He's playing a different character, but he's not that outside of who
Right.
he is in every movie. And
Right.
you know, Denzel Washington, same thing.
So, yeah, Jim Carrey.
And I think when you're like that, you're just like play yourself in that role.
Right.
So I don't have to change myself, but I'm just this is me in that role. So you're not acting as much as you're being a part of it.
Right. Like you're not taking and that's what I think actors are crazy. I think that's why they're crazy is because if you're like pretending you're a new person like every 6 months,
Yeah.
you're gonna start to you're gonna start to get a little Robert Downey Jr. in that one movie.
I mean, when I play my redneck
was that movie?
character and my Ace O'Connell character,
where he was black.
Oh,
Tropic Thunder.
I've never seen it.
Yo,
I'm the worst, man. I know you have a comedian on. You're like, this guy's gonna be a pop culture buff, and I don't watch movies.
But
I'm a documentary guy.
We'll put you on. It's cool, man.
So what?
Tropic Thunder. Robert Downey Jr. plays. Is he Australian?
He's Australian, but he's a black Australian.
No, he's a white guy, but he's a
black
dude
guy.
playing another dude playing another dude.
Yeah.
So, and
He's an Aussie acting like an American in blackface.
Yes.
How did this get made?
Exactly.
Dude.
Well,
pitched
this
this?
was like
This
20
was
years
before
ago.
wokeness. Yeah.
Got
15, 20 years
About
ago?
15.
This is back when the
I think.
Wayans brothers were being white chicks. You could do
Yes.
anything. The world was crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you couldn't make that movie now.
No.
But it was hilarious. And he stayed in character the entire time.
Okay.
Like he would there was some black actors in the group
2008.
2008 and he goes yeah, Robert would show up fucking 2 hours late and they'd be like, Robert, you're late. He goes, nah, we don't ever get here on time. And he's like, we
Yeah. Just stayed in it.
Yeah, he just
Method
stayed in
acting
it.
in blackface.
Totally.
Just out in public going to Starbucks.
I don't know if he was constantly in blackface, but it was good. See if you could pull a clip of that and we'll just show
This
it.
is the most
when I was
interactive podcast I've ever been on. With this
We
guys
can do
are
that.
throwing- That's amazing.
Yeah, we can do. And if anything you want to pull up, we could pull up. Like we'll pull up some of your comedy if you want.
Oh, I was going the other direction with that. I thought we were gonna.
You want some porn? What do you want? You like you want
name
dude
is-
on dude, chick on chick,
Yeah.
tranny porn? What
Let's
do you?
go,
Oh,
let's go.
sorry, you can't say
even
tranny
it.
anymore.
Bleep button.
Yeah. Too late. It's live.
I can't. Can I do the full retard one?
Yeah.
We can say retard.
Listen,
now?
we're not monetized, so
And you never will be with this attitude.
probably not. But I mean, I've already had one episode pulled down because we were talking about COVID and IRS
Really?
and stuff. But yeah. Before you play this though, I am curious, who were some of your influences growing up, or like when you were thinking about getting into
Comedy-wise?
comedy? Yeah.
I grew up watching Def Comedy Jam.
Nice.
And so all my favorite comedians are the black comedians.
Yeah.
On Def,
They
Def
go
Jam.
hard in the
Yeah,
paint.
that's all I watch. Sinbad, I remember he put a special out. I don't know if you guys remember this when he's like talking about his mom reaching out and whipping his ass.
Yeah.
He's like, you better drop your butt and run. That's your mama's hand. Like,
Yeah.
that was like, to me, I was like, dude, this is the ultimate you could possibly be in stand-up. But and when you're a kid, you're not thinking, when I grow up, I'm going to be a comedian. I didn't think that.
Right.
But I loved watching Def Jam. Me and my friend Jason Anello.
Yeah.
We would hang out and watch it like all night long.
Def Jams.
Yeah.
That's awesome. When I was a child, much like you weren't allowed to watch MTV, I was not allowed to watch comedy.
Okay.
I don't know why.
I didn't do it under my parents' permission. It's like stay the night at your friend's house.
Yeah.
He's got a TV in his room. Hey, check this out.
It was
BET,
either that or
Comic View.
Spanked Revision. One of the
Oh
two.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. What's going on underneath that blanket? You watch what's under your blanket.
Yeah, don't worry about it, fella. We're both looking at these weird titties
Yeah.
going through the
I
lines.
think I'm gonna go to the bathroom and pee real far away from the toilet. Be right back. Yeah, I think I'm gonna ricochet this blast off of over here. Like,
No, but I used to sneak out of my room and I could like sit crouched in front, like at the end of the couch, and they wouldn't see me.
yeah.
But like,
Throw you a little scramble channel up there.
well, no. When my parents, when they were watching comedy, 'cause
Oh, and listen.
yeah, they would watch
Okay.
it like on HBO
Yeah.
late at night, and it was. I remember watching it wasn't the last one, but it was one of George Carlin's. It was called "Doing It Again."
Yeah.
And I have that shit memorized, and then what's the British guy, or no, Scottish guy? He was in Harry Potter. Fuck! I done lost. I'll remember it, but that motherfucker was hilarious. Of course, Eddie Murphy. Like those were the types of people, like Bill Cosby. You can't say that.
Well,
Can
no.
you say that? Can you say that now?
If you want to separate the person from the art, I mean, some of his
Right.
stuff was some of the most genius
Right.
comedy. Didn't age well with
yeah.
the things that he did is horrific and unexcusable.
Sure.
But yeah, when he talked about building that swing set, and if you don't do it right, it's going to gobble your children up. I mean, some of the most brilliant writing.
Yeah.
No cussing, sitting down,
Right.
killing in
Yes.
in a massive room. I mean, it's unbelievable.
100%.
But fuck that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I hate that you can't talk about a genius writer
Work.
without
The good without saying the bad.
Right, yeah. But the end of the day, but yeah, it's funny. Like sometimes now, if I come, I've got a couple things that I've written that I'm like, did I write that, or is that something I heard as a
Right.
kid watching BET? And it's like, well, I'm not going to comb through every guy who ever did a stand-up set on BET to make sure that this thing that I wrote about how women will walk in the room, like,
Yeah.
is that something that did I write that?
You can put it into Chat GPT now and
Maybe
it'll search.
Maybe. But I remember as a kid entertaining my family in the kitchen doing this
Oh, that's
bit.
dope.
And like killing. Like everybody
Yeah.
thought like I'm just killing, and I've always wanted to go back and take that premise as an adult and really flesh it out and try it on stage now. But
Should.
I'm like, but was I just repeating something that I saw the other night on
Probably.
TV? Like if it's not an original thought, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
So anyway.
Unless you do it as an homage.
I told him my dad was a stand-up. There's one or two little things that I'll throw in my set
that you
that
stole from him. You Mincy from him.
Mincy it more like he's doing to honor him. I'll throw it in there. It's stuff that
Does he know you do it?
yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah. In fact, one day he was like, "Hey man, I've got." He had a floppy disk.
Oh,
And he took he goes, "Hey, I found a computer that I can." He printed out all of his old material. He goes, "Do you want any of this?" I go, "No, it's your material from the '90s, dude. What am I gonna do with your material?" Or from '02, I guess it was. But like, what? No, it's not gonna.
Where did he find the fucking IBM Commodore 64
yeah.
to run the fucking floppy disk?
What did you swing by the Smithsonian and see if you could check out a computer?
Do you guys mind? I just need to print this
If
out.
I could just print this out,
Jesus.
But anyway, so he doesn't care. But
good.
it's more as a tribute and
Yeah.
going like, he has a. I'm not going to do it here, but just like one-liners.
Yeah.
And some of this stuff, my dad would bring a one-liner from he would write something, then it just becomes part of the family vernacular. It's like we all kind of use this. We all have been saying this since we were children. So yes, he did it on stage, but this little quip or this one little like response to something has become something that I've been saying my whole life.
It's kind of like 6'7".
Yeah, sheesh. No, he
was your 6'7"?
He was talking about. I don't remember what it was even in reference to, but he said it feels like I'm bobbing for rice cakes in a bowl of flour. Like how dry it is.
Wow.
And I don't even know what it was in reference to, but now I use it in reference to pussy. Like, you ever eat pussy so dry it feels like you're bobbing for rice cakes in a bowl of flour? Like, blah, blah. And it's like, so I just took that little line that we've been saying as a family forever. Like, I think he was saying it about dinner. So I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels like, and I was like, there's other applications for this silly little, and sometimes I'll just throw it out if I'm doing crowd work or whatever. Like, oh, your personality's dry. This guy's drier than, it's something I have in my back pocket that's like a family thing that I can use.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
Fuck. That made me think for a minute. I was like, rice cake, bowl of flour.
Can you imagine how dry that would be?
Yeah,
Brutal.
probably fairly dry.
Yeah.
All right, roll that clip.
let's see it. Let's
roll
see it.
that beautiful bean footage.
What is this we're even watching now? I forgot.
So this is a clip from
Tropic
Thunder.
Okay, this is
the movie that you should
this is
watch.
Ozzy in blackface pretending to be an American.
It's 13 minutes, but I'll skip around.
Yeah, we don't watch 13 minutes.
No, we don't have that.
It's your show. We can watch 13 if you want.
Listen, this is why I told
You're
you.
trying to fill content?
I told you this is like the shit goes long sometimes. So if you
All
got to
good.
get out of here, you just let me know.
No, we're fine.
Which part is this?
This is a trailer for the movie. A trailer within the movie.
Is famous for his total immersion into every role he portrays.
Being an actor is no different than being a rugby player, construction worker, save for the fact that my tools are the mechanisms that trigger human emotion.
Lazarus underwent a controversial pigmentation alteration procedure in order to play the platoon's African-American sergeant, Lincoln Osiris.
How have I never seen this?
This is a good part.
Maybe don't show it. We'll just watch it.
Or do you want to be a hero?
Got a shotgun showing us.
Elbow's got his Jew ass killed, and Meatball's big old ass bought the 6x3 bomb. Now get your ass over to Huey before I stop a trench in your hidey hole. What am I looking at? What is Let's go! Come on, elevator up! Ah, nuts! It's for leaving. You may get home now. Survive!
Survive!
Don't even look like Robert Downey Jr.
Back and serve it up in this whirly bird. Cover me, you lip dick fucker! Hold on, Molly! Oh, fuck you, Charlie! Come on, look at you, man.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was Ben Stiller. It had the whole crew.
Is this just making fun of Forrest Gump or what?
No.
Here, pink guy. It's being judged by. Yo, asshole! This motherfucker's dead. Ain't no Chris Angel mind freak, David Blaine trapped all horse shit jumping off here. You sure? Oh yeah.
So the concept is they're all actors and they're filming this movie, and the producer or director says, let's actually go to Vietnam and let's actually put them out there, and they put them out there.
Did you start a real war?
No, but this is like, it's like now time, so
Okay.
there's no war, but there's for sure cartels and, and drug
Cocaine
lords.
makers.
So they're all out there, and they have the whole fucking place booby trapped. And like within the first 60 seconds of them being there, the fucking director steps on a landmine and explodes into nothing, just pink mist.
Yeah.
So then now they're stuck.
So they got to really fight their way out of it.
They really got to fight their way out of it.
It's a great concept.
It's
awesome.
And it is.
You almost lost me with the premise.
No,
but now that I see it,
it is fucking hilarious.
I gotta watch it.
Yeah,
What's it called again?
Tropic Thunder.
I feel. All right.
You should feel a little off.
Yeah, this ain't me. I'm better than this.
Dude, this is
It's like you've never seen Happy Gilmore.
It's going to give you some more material, probably. There's been a lot of people to probably talk shit about it or joke about it.
Well,
I mean,
sure.
it's a cult classic.
Well, I try not to do current events.
Yeah. Do you?
No, this movie's 100 years old.
Listen.
I actually do try not to do. I mean, by the time you work a joke out and make it good, and then go perform it somewhere, like our news cycle's 10 seconds long.
Yeah.
So if you're on the road doing shows every night,
then
something happens, write something about it, do it on stage, cool, get a clip out of it, post it maybe, but that joke's gonna be dead in 3 days.
Yeah, no one cares
so
about
what's the
Maduro
point
anymore.
Yeah.
How often are you going on the road? Or I mean, because I know that's a self expense. I mean, it comes out of your own fucking pocket, you know. Unless
not much. I don't do anything crazy. Last year, was it last year? Me and 2 comics, we put together the Shallow End Boys.
Okay.
And it was just a way for us to team up and get booked and do gigs on the road. So that summer we did quite a bit.
Yeah.
Mostly it's just been, I can drive there in an hour, a couple of days, you know, or like go to the Panhandle or within a couple hours of here. So
you said you came from I know you said you grew up out here, but you were living in Houston for a while.
Yeah, I lived there for about 6 years.
Do you kick yourself in the ass now that Joe's out there with that?
Well, he's in
mothership?
Austin.
It's closer.
Close enough.
It's closer than Florida.
Yeah, I went to Austin to look at, just to see like what the comedy scene looked like there. My friend Alex, he's probably my closest comedy partner. We own River City Comedy together.
Okay.
And it's a booking agency, and we do a bunch of shows here in
Nice.
Jacksonville. But he also invented this little protein ball snack, and they were rolled it out into a bunch of Sprouts all over Texas. So we went out there. We stayed a couple of days in Houston. We went to Austin, and part of the reason for choosing Austin is we wanted to see, you know, the mothership and everything going on. So went out there.
Did you go there?
We went to Mothership, yeah.
Was it cool?
Yeah, it's great. We went to both rooms. There's the big room and a little room, and saw shows in both of them. We were doing a little bit of research for ourselves, you know, just stand up in general.
Yeah.
And man, it was awesome. But it was cool. There's so many Floridians, comics that I know from Orlando, Jacksonville, that have made that pilgrimage. They live out there now, and it was funny. We stepped out of a bar, and I turned around. I'm like, Alex was like, "That's Jake Ricca." I'm like, "Jake, what's up?" He's a friend of ours from Orlando.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you know, shit, what's up?" And then we go to the Mothership, and Christoph is another guy we know from Orlando. He works at the Mothership. He's like, "You guys gonna be here tomorrow? I'm performing." Like, yeah. So we got to see our friend perform, and
apparently that's his
stuff.
thing. He's very into like promoting comics, and he's like everybody that works at the Mothership is a comic.
Yeah, everybody from the door guy. That's so the night that I ran into Christoph there. At first, he was running the door, taking tickets. I'm like, dude. He's like, "How long are you in town?" And so he's like, "Come back tomorrow. I'm performing in whatever room." I was like, "All right." So yeah,
That's dope.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know who you're going to see there. If I had the money, I would do that. I think that Jacksonville, I know there's places like bars and like breweries and stuff that do like open mic nights and stuff like that. But I really feel, I think other than the Comedy Zone, we need like a place here, like a central hub here, sort of like what they got going on over there, but like, you know, just like a cool place that's strictly made for comedy that other, you know, like the Quotey Fingers big, you know, mainstream comics want to come to, you know, and make it a destination, you know, and also do a fuckload of open mics, you know, and shows and whatever. I just
literally could not agree with you more.
Yeah.
There's a lot of expense with that. You know, real estate's not cheap. Marketing is not, you know, with stand-up, you don't make any money on the tickets. It's 100% the bar. So then you got to negotiate liquor license. It's like, you really have to go through all of the hoops of opening a bar and have all of the headaches of dealing with managers and talent. And then, and you know you're not going to make any money on the local comedy. You know you're not going to make any money on the door or the tickets. And so you have to provide enough drink opportunities. You know, so it's a big undertaking. I 100% agree with you. It needs to happen.
Yeah. If only there was like a billionaire that lived in Jacksonville, Shad Khan.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, you can just call it rap.
Will you have me back on to talk about this?
I'll have you back on every week. I don't give a fuck.
To talk about this topic specifically.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I want to dive deep into this topic.
I mean, we can dive, or what, you got to get.
Can't do it now.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'd like to come back and talk about it.
Anytime, bro. Listen, you're welcome back.
And I'm not getting off the show now. I'm just putting a...
Yeah. Put a pin in it. Put it in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
No, I'm... So, like, I'm not one of these guys that, like, I have to have a new person on every single week.
Yeah.
Like, I bring back... I like bringing... Especially if I like that person, which is everybody that's been on. I fall in love with everybody that comes in. I'm
if somebody's going to be a dick, you're going to figure it out pretty quickly.
Pretty quick. Yeah, there's been a couple.
A couple hours.
Not gonna
if you had anybody get on here and they just fall flat. The conversation's no good. It's like, man, what? Are they nervous because of the lights or something? And they look up and see a camera. And go,
maybe they don't. Maybe what they came in to talk about, they realized wasn't that big of a deal.
Dude, that's one of the first things. Like, you can't go into a podcast with an agenda. It feels forced. It doesn't feel
right.
It's like, that's why when you message me, I go, dude, I'm an open book, and let's just hang out.
Thank you.
You know.
Yeah. No, that's it. And I think I first saw you on my friend Connor's podcast, the Who Are You podcast.
Yeah.
I love Connor. He's been on. Him and his wife have been on a few times. I've been on their podcast. But he's more of an interviewer. Like, he has questions on a notepad.
Right.
And he does research. I don't fucking do research. My research is like, I'm looking at your clips, like I'm looking at your crowd work, you know, and like if I go on, because like I said, I give myself very limited time to go on social media or my phone at all. But when I do, it's like the first 10 people that I like, I know him.
I interact with this person.
Right. Yeah. So, and it's weird how social media just puts like, you only see 5 out of the 1,000 people that you fucking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who
they actually show you. I came across an account the other day that I used to engage with their content all the time, and I just hadn't seen them in forever.
Right.
And then I think I was looking for it because I wanted to show somebody their stuff. I was like, yeah, this guy. And now it's in my feed all the time now because I went back and found it. You know, it's like, so you don't know who, like, you can have, it doesn't matter, like 10,000 followers or something like that. But how many people are actually seeing your content?
Right.
And I look at my insights all the time when I'm posting something to see how many of my current followers and how many non-followers. Because really, I want non-followers. Because that's how you grow your account. And I try to keep the content that I'm doing engaging with non-followers. And so, you got that little pie chart. And if it's like, I like to keep like, the hope is that like 90% of it is non-followers, you know. And then I look at the engagement. It's like, okay, this was shown to mostly non-followers. Did I have non-followers that engaged with it? Because you can see that too. So if a bunch of people saw it, but only the people that already follow me engaged, like, all right, well, so what is it about all the new people that saw it that didn't engage with it? Right. So I'm always like dissecting what I'm doing and like trying to make it better.
Yeah, my friend Easy, it's 3 Easy. He's a photographer. Well, he used to be. I think Instagram made him quit.
Oh, really?
He's had like 6 pages fucking just tanked.
No kidding.
Somebody keeps getting up. Whatever.
Was he building him up?
Well, he had a really good following, and then out of nowhere, they fucking took his account down.
Really?
Yeah. And so he was like, fuck. So he made a new account.
What is he taking pictures of?
Just, very tasteful pictures of models.
Okay.
Nothing. He was always tasteful. He's a very good photographer.
So it was art.
It was art. And
if he'd been a little trashier, the account would still be up.
Probably. Show like a nipple or something through some sheer cloth.
Yeah.
You'd be all right.
Yeah.
I screenshotted some shit where you could see a girl's whole titties and her vagina, everything.
You didn't just bookmark it? You had to screenshot that?
Listen.
I have a folder on my phone for just.
So, anyways, I screenshotted it. You want to see it? No. And I sent it to him. I was like, "How is this okay?"
Right, but then you get taken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what was the point of that? I fucking forgot.
Just engagement with followers and stuff like that. You said this is like his 5th account.
If it was degrading, it would be up longer.
Yeah, but we were talking about something. I can't.
How Instagram buries things and you only interact with people that.
Maybe that. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But now you know my friend 3 Easy.
Yeah, it's awesome.
But he's no longer on Instagram.
All right,
but
you have to write him a letter.
You know what I mean? But I don't know if that's what I was getting into. I do that. I have ADHD, I guess. Is that real? I don't know.
I think it is.
I just go with it. That's what I tell people. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
Went for my shitty behavior. My fucking ADHD.
I can't help it. I'm impulsive and have no attention.
Exactly.
Can't be held responsible for this.
I've had a lot of fucking coffee and I don't know where I'm at right now.
Yeah, you're giving people coffee with like, this is like a big gulp from the gas
like
station.
It?
Yeah, it's a good mug.
Well, I didn't want to give you a little fucking tiny mug.
Yeah, it'd been out.
I got a bunch of Deadpool mugs because I love Deadpool. I like that type of humor. Jim Carrey. I grew up mimicking Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And my friend Roy, he's a DJ out here in Jacksonville. He's number 1 DJ, number 1 wedding DJ.
Nice.
But anyway, that's self-proclaimed. But he used to tell me growing up when I was like 12 and shit. Like he was like, dude, you're the funniest fucking person I've ever met. You need to be a fucking comedian. He was the only one. So I was in a band, outside of the band, the school band.
Yeah.
We had a little punk rock thing.
What was it called?
Soiree.
Soiree.
Yeah, well, it was E-Ray, but we put the E as like the upside down backwards phonetical E,
Oh, yeah,
which
yeah.
is called a schwa.
Okay.
And nobody got that. So we actually just put it in parentheses. Bitches, it's schwa ray.
Yeah.
But anyways, I had all that equipment out in a room that was built out in my backyard. And so I had like mics and stuff, and I had like 4 people, and I sat them down. I said, all right, I'm gonna give it a shot. Drew a blank. I couldn't do it. I was like, and
Bombed.
So I totally bombed.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch, this was your idea. And so, but from that moment on, that was always my thought, is like, this is what's going to happen if I get up in front of a bunch of people and do this. Like, I'm going to get heckled off stage.
It's not. There's definitely if it's not going well, it's a very lonely place to be up there on that stage with just a microphone. But I mean, if you show up prepared and you have idea, like the amount of comics, like 'cause there's a lot of comics in Jacksonville. The amount of comics in Jacksonville that are actually good is a pretty small list. And like with River City Comedy, we try to only book the best comics that we can find here locally. And there's comics that get their feelings hurt 'cause they don't get booked. But the answer is not
Get better.
Get better. You know, that's it. But where I'm going with this is that, you know, I go not as many open mics as I used to. Basically just run the one in Mayport and then do shows. I don't necessarily hit the open mic circuit like I used to. But hosting a show, I see every comic around, and you're not going to get booed or laughed or like heckled off stage. Most of the time, you just have to deal with the silence.
Right.
And
silence is deafening.
It's like the disappointment of your parents. It's just terrible, you know. But yeah.
How do you deal with hecklers? I've seen some of your crowd work. It's pretty good.
Thank you. I love doing crowd work.
I don't feel like I'm that quick. Because you got to be fucking quick-witted sometimes when people are being stupid.
That's my comedy superpower.
Yeah.
My writing's pretty weak. I'm very animated on stage. I get by with charisma.
Yeah, you hit me right when you came in the fucking door. Like immediately, you started I said something and you were like, joke, and I was like, damn, this bitch is on.
Yeah. Sometimes I have to try not to be on. Like my wife will be like, all right, could you pump the brakes?
Yeah.
You know? But no, dealing with hecklers. So the goal with a heckler, right? So there's crowd work, and then there's dealing with a heckler, and the two are very different.
Right.
Crowd work is, hey guys, how we doing tonight? Oh, you know, what's with that shirt? And then you are engaging with the audience.
Right. You're bringing them into the show.
Right. A heckler, you're just doing your thing. This is the act. I'm performing for these folks, and then somebody's interrupting it. There's a bunch of different ways people can interrupt with it. Talking amongst their own table, you know, and it's like, hey, everybody around they don't want to hear. They're here to hear me. Or they're stepping on your punchlines by shouting something out. You know, you go, dude, I was going somewhere with that. Or being offended in that same way. Like, it's like, dude, if you would just let me get to the end, you'd actually realize that my point flips at the back of this joke.
Right.
And you agree with me, you just don't know it yet.
Right.
You know, and so now you've interrupted me, so now I can't, how am I going to get back on that train? And so those are like that's some heckling, right?
How do you get back on the train?
Well, depends on the situation and how bad it was, right? But
all right, do over.
Yeah, do over. But no, the goal is to engage with that person where they know that you're still in complete control of the room without losing the rest of the audience. Right. Because if you're too heavy-handed on them, the audience goes, yeah, that was mean. I thought you were I'm scared of you now. Or you don't want that. You want to be able to get them under control and unify the entire room where everybody goes, yeah, fuck that guy there.
Right.
We're with the guy on stage. You're blowing it, you know. There's a comedian, Jake Adams. He's out in L.A. He's part of a group called Country Club Adjacent. Okay. And I did some shows with him when him and those guys were here in Jacksonville. And he said something. We were at dinner or something like that, and the conversation came up. And he said a line at the table that I've used always. And anytime I get asked about this, I give him credit for it. But it's so smooth, so gentle. And he just says, oh, sir, I'm sorry. In the interest of everybody who paid to have a good time in here tonight, I need you to allow me to perform for these folks. And then at that point, the whole room goes, yeah, we paid to be here.
Everybody gangs up on that guy.
And this guy's just trying to make us laugh. And like, why are you? And so it's like, what do you do from there? And then if they continue beyond that point, you can drop a bomb on them. Yeah. And the room goes, yeah, fuck that guy. Because we paid to be here and he's disrupting it or whatever. Right. I had a guy stand up and try to fight me. And
I think you posted
Sunshine
one of those videos.
Yeah. And that was when I was doing the road gigs with the Shallow End Boys. And this guy, I have a whole joke that is extremely patriotic. I'm patriotic, right? And I know, like we talked earlier, like I don't put any politics or anything, but I love America. I love my country.
That shouldn't be political.
It's not. It shouldn't be. It's our country.
It's a cool fucking place to live.
My father-in-law is a retired 3-star Navy admiral. My dad
Mm-hmm.
was in the Navy. My stepdad was in the Navy. You know, like, it's my only career regret is that I didn't enlist, you know?
Yeah.
And anyway, this guy did not like where he thought this joke was going, stood up, tried to fight me, literally came to the stage.
You don't look like somebody I'd want to fuck with, though.
Well,
Look like you could hold your own.
thank you. This guy wanted to see what it was about. He wanted to have a taste of it. And and so I was actually switched the microphone in my other hand. I'm like getting ready to, like, here he comes, you know. And one of the comics grabbed him and threw him out.
Snatched him.
Yeah, but then this guy is a white guy, and as he's yelling at me, he calls me the N-word.
Oh, fun.
And I'm like, and that's when I was like, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys sort this out. And the crowd was like, yeah, we're done with this dude. And like, how are you gonna make a point about me being an asshole while you're being throwing slurs at me? You know, it was like one of those, like, I think this battle's gonna work itself out.
Right.
But yeah, so
Damn.
But then they throw him out, and half the people are standing up, and there's chairs that have been knocked everywhere, and I was just like, all right, well, that kind of feels like we got to sit next to the uncle that touched us at Thanksgiving and not talk about it, right? and so the room did exactly, like, cut the tension, and I said, what he didn't get me the chance to finish saying is, and I went back into the joke, and,
Right.
And I had, you know, I was doing like a half hour that night, and I think I was probably like 22 or 23 minutes in.
Yeah.
So at this point, the audience knew who I was.
You were cooking.
I was cooking. That was definitely a disruption, but I had earned likability, and you get back on track, and they let me finish, and I made people laugh and relax, and then the night was over. But
Yeah, something that, you know, and I try to not name drop or whatever, but something a very famous comedian always says is like it's like hypnosis,
Mm-hmm.
like you're hypnotizing the whole crowd, and they're turning their brains off, and they're allowing you to drive their brain.
Especially if you're a comic that's putting out, like, you know, wacky and absurd premises, you have to have a little bit of that, like a movie premise where I was like, that's where it fell apart for you. Like, it wasn't the planes crashing in the city. You know, you have to, like, you start to build this thing. Like, most of my material, it's like I take something that's going on in real life and I just turn the volume way up on it. You know, it's like, here's a situation that happened, and wouldn't it have been funny if, you know?
Right.
So you have to kind of go along with a little bit of that.
Interesting. How much of your personal life do you put into your jokes?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well,
and what's cool about you, not to cut you off,
No.
but sorry to cut you off. I hate it when people
Sorry to
say
cut you off,
sorry.
but I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, but I'm going to do it anyways. But like a lot of like the, you know, the mainstream whatever the fuck that means. But the comics,
the big names.
Yeah, the big names, they spend their lives on the road and in planes and in buses and in hotels, and they really don't have like a normal life. So it's like, how do they work that life into?
Start to get detached from normal life.
Yeah, but you know, God, this sounds horrible. It's almost like a backhanded compliment.
You're not big enough to be out on the road doing that, so you still see your family a lot, don't you? You think
not
one day,
what I meant.
Do you think one day if you get better at comedy, it's gonna be hard for you to come up with material?
God damn it!
So right now, at the low state that you're at, do you find it easy to connect with the
Since
common
you're a
person?
mediocre comedian, that's all right, dude. I'm a low
You ever have a hard
baller.
time relating to successful people?
I can relate because I'm a low totem pole.
I'm just like you, man.
podcaster.
I suck too.
We don't suck unless you pay enough.
yeah, there's a number.
There is $20 is $20. I'm just saying.
Now, I think there's some comics that do that. I don't know any of these guys personally, so I can't say, hey man, is there a point where it's hard for you to relate?
Right.
But I've watched some of these guys that I've looked up to in comedy, and they get to a certain point and you go, maybe you don't know what it's like to struggle anymore. A lot of comedy comes from struggle and pain and all that.
Yeah.
I think it was Eddie Murphy. Is that who? No, Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx has a room in his house. Have you heard about this? He has a room in his house that I mean, he lives in a giant mansion. Or
Of
whatever.
course.
I say 1 out of the 20.
Yeah, one of his houses.
You mean compound?
Right. So he's got a room in his house that has like a window unit and a curtain rod that's half pulled out and a little bullshit TV, and the couches are all fucked
Struggle
up.
room.
It's a struggle room.
That's fucking
And
hilarious.
he leaves it that way, and that's where he goes to write. He works on stuff, and
Makes
he
him feel like he's
yeah,
back in the...
if kids are feeling like they're too privileged, like, let's go talk. And they go sit in there, and he goes, guys, look, this right here is most people.
Yeah.
Like, we get that, everything that all you had to walk past to get in here, forget all that. What is this person going through in life?
Right.
And how can I write about pain and about struggle? Like,
I like
let me
that.
remember where I came from.
I like that.
And stay attached to it. Like,
Stays humble.
Yeah, for sure. So I've designed my entire home that way, and I don't I don't plan on moving out.
Oh, you got the rim shot.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The old rim job over there.
He's pretty good at it. He was in the military.
Hey, looking's free, touching's gonna cost.
Now,
How much for smells?
Where I was going with that though is that, like, you know, because a lot of comedians they have like a style, you know, like fucking, you know, like Bill Burr has a style, like Joe's got a style, you know, everybody has like a style that people go to expect, and it's like, if you're like have you developed your voice? Have you developed your style, or do you think it's going to like change?
I think it's going to evolve. I think as I get better at writing and you know, better as a comedian, I'm sure it will evolve.
Yeah.
There's definitely stuff that I do now that I wouldn't, like 2 years ago it was my best joke, and today I don't do it anymore. So that stuff grows, but like that one of the hardest things to do is just to be the most like yourself on stage. And the more you're just comfortable and you are in your own skin, the more you're going to relate to the audience. You're going to perform better, connect better, and so I don't think I'm very good at just being myself on stage. In fact, like some of the guys will say, like when you get on stage, it's like a more boisterous version of you. It's like when I get on stage, I'm actually being the guy that I'm holding back all the rest of the time. Like when I get on stage, like I don't have to hold back anymore. It's just who I am.
Yeah.
But in terms of like style, like it's almost like music, right? You have like rock, jazz, whatever.
Right.
And excuse me, you got some guys that are real technical. Mark Norman's, that's a joke guy.
I fucking love him.
Set up, punch.
He's so quick.
Yeah, that guy's he's technical, right? Yeah. He's like math rock. He's like, you know what I mean? He's like Dream Theater.
I watch his shit on fucking, like when I do go on Facebook, his shit always comes up on Reels, and I'm like,
genius.
Yeah.
And then you got another guy that's like Bert Kreischer, who's a storyteller.
Yeah.
He's not very structured. I mean, his jokes are, he tells them the same way every time, but it's more free flowing. This is my life. Hey, what's going on? You're laughing about his charisma, and you just want to have a good time with him. So I probably fall more into that category, even though I have much more risk. I'm obviously not talking bad about Bert. He's one of the most successful comedians in the world. I'd love to work with him, meet him. But you got that aspect of it. I have so much respect for, you know, Mark Norman or some of these guys that are joke writers. But my internal monologue, how I feel and think, and how I think I like Bill Burr. You know, like when he's talking about getting in a fight with his wife and all, you know, or like his dad working on the ceiling, going, most men would have left by now. He's going through all these rants. Like that's how, like, and that's my internal. You catch me in traffic, that's what's going on inside my head, and that's like how I feel like I'm coming off. But then I'll watch footage of me back, and I'm a total Bert Kreischer. Yeah, that's just, you know, whatever. Or Chris Farley, or like, you know, it's like I'll do everything short of a cartwheel to get a laugh. You know, so. But ultimately, I like crowd work the most. Like if I'm doing a show and I get booked, I got to do a half hour, 45 minutes, whatever. I bring that amount of material prepped, ready to go. But as soon as I get on stage, it's almost like break glass, use in case of emergency. Okay. Like I like to just walk in, hey, how's it going? What's going on? What's going on
Loosen up
here?
the crowd a little
and just
bit.
work. Like I did a show the other night. I was in Lake City, and I think it was a 20-minute set. I did a joke. You know, I finally got around to telling a joke. And I was just crowd work, just roasting the audience, and sometimes an audience wants that. Sometimes they want jokes. And I think as you get further down the road in comedy, like you'll get on stage and you go, what does this crowd want?
You got to find out the temperature of the room.
Yeah, you're watching the comics go before you. You know, I was just at Comedy Zone a couple nights ago, and everybody was struggling. I mean, everybody.
Really?
Good comics. Like strong comics were dying.
Really?
A brutal death on stage. And I was like...
And that's the crowd.
That was the crowd. It's just stiff, tough crowd.
And the crowds don't want to hear that. Like people that are like the comedy goers, they don't want to hear that. Like, fuck you, man. You're just not funny. No.
Figure out a way. What do they want tonight?
Yeah.
You know, there was a whole group of women. They were all there. It was a birthday celebration thing, and she was Russian, so I think there was maybe even like some language breakdown there. You know, and so it was just tight. People were just doing jokes.
Wonder
to
what
silence.
website they found her on.
Yeah, mail order or something. I joked about that. There was one guy one guy with a whole group of them. I was like, damn, dude, you're broke at this point. You know, like
how many kids does she have?
I was like,
back
was
in
it
Russia?
buy one get six? What the hell kind of deal did you find? You know, like Groupon on Russian mail orders. You know, but anyway, I just went right back at them, but in a playful way, because I've seen comics go, you guys suck. And it's like, no, they don't. They paid a ticket to go laugh tonight.
Yeah.
Something is not jiving. So let's change the energy in this room.
Right.
So sometimes you get in the room, you're like, they don't want to hear any of my family stuff.
Right.
They want to hear the gay jokes.
Right.
You know, or they don't want any of this stuff. They would rather hear crowd work. So
Right.
be flexible, figure it out.
I think it's crazy that people will buy a ticket to go to a comedy show and get fucking offended at everything the person says.
Yeah. It rarely, I think it's happening less and less. People know what they're doing. It's always some little basic white chick that's had too many White Claws, and
With
she
multicolored
wants to
hair and a nose ring.
defend. She just wants to defend every minority in the room because she has some sort of guilt. Like, nah, honey. It's like, well, the black dude over here, the gay guy, they're having a great time. Why don't you join them?
Yeah.
Quit being offended on their behalf.
Yeah.
I've done that before. Like, I'm in a room and like,
And they drove here with licenses.
yeah, they could prove that. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, going on and on.
Sorry. I got canceled just now. I don't want to take you with me. I'm not big enough to be canceled, but, you know, I've got some friends that will
Sometimes
go,
being canceled
I
is
can't
the
believe
thing.
you fucking said that.
Like a Streisand effect.
Yeah, sometimes getting canceled blows you up. I'd love to get canceled. It'd be the best thing for my
Do
career.
you need something else in there?
We ran out of coffee.
Yeah.
Got a little bit
With
of
some water or something.
Here, I
Sure,
can
what we
put
got?
some of that in there.
straw.
I sip mine. We could make more coffee, but it might take a minute.
No, it's all good.
Fuck. Good combo, man. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, this is cool.
I don't. Do you have like a time you got to get? I know you got to go to a.
I got an oyster roast. It's at 5 o'clock. Oh, thank you, sir. You guys like oysters?
I don't. I don't like slimy things.
You don't
sliding
like
down my
driving
throat.
45 minutes to go get some oysters?
No. Fuck no. No, my friend Roy, who I lived with for a while after my divorce, he took me in like a fucking stray dog,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
And every Christmas, they're like the fucking, in their neighborhood, they're like the talk of the town.
Yeah.
They have their neighborhood does all the fucking lights, similar to like
Gervin Road out there.
bad. Yeah, similar to Gervin Road.
Yeah.
And just on a smaller scale. But since he's a DJ and he's the first house in the neighborhood, he puts the fucking speakers
Does
up.
he set it to music, all the lights and stuff?
He plays music, and then he gets on the mic and starts talking to people when they go by. But they do an oyster roast like right in front of his house, and he's always inviting me, and like I'm just like, I love you, man, but
Yeah.
I'm not putting that shit in my mouth. Like, I'm sorry.
I like them. I don't eat them raw as much as I used to. Just I'm worried about getting sick. But a roasted oyster, not bad. I mean, I'll still eat them raw.
Yeah.
So my house, I live in a neighborhood where there's canals.
Okay.
So my backyard is water. It goes out to the intercoastal.
Right.
And so it's tidal and stuff. But we, on all the docks, you get oysters start building up.
Really?
Yeah, and so one day I was out there with a hammer just beating them off because a floating dock. I wasn't beating them off. I was smacking them off. Not even smacking. I was removing them. So I was totally heterosexually getting rid of these oysters. I was sitting there
Harvesting.
Harvesting. There's the word. Dang. I was smacking them off of there with the hammer, and my daughter was like, "Hey, are these the same oysters that we get at Sliders?"
Yeah.
I was like, "No, baby, these are." Yeah, it's
Same.
It's an oyster growing in the water. So I smacked a whole bunch of those things off, and I got maybe a bushel or so. Took them in the house, roasted them. They were great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know why more people aren't doing this.
Yeah, I always just worry about the, sicknesses that you can get from
Totally.
them.
But the oyster's job is to clean the water. That's
Or
what
right,
it does.
right.
So no matter what oyster you get, it's
gonna
finding all that stuff in the water and
Taking it
it's filtering it through there. That's
Yeah.
its job. And so it's like, you're not going to find a clean oyster. It's going to always be an oyster that cleaned. Its job is to clean. Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
But anyway, what they say though is it's the bacteria that can grow in there if it's too hot or exposed to sun.
Okay.
So, but because I did a little research before I fed all this to my family, and basically, if you can
Make them eat
if
it
you
first.
harvest them in the morning on an outgoing tide.
Okay.
So this oyster's been underwater all night, and
Mm-hmm.
then you get it as soon as the water's coming off of it. It hasn't had time to grow any bacteria. That's a good oyster.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then the whole thing with like the months, they say like January, February, March, like
Yeah.
that is old from back when you had an ice truck. You
Right,
had to
right.
Put ice in the truck to refrigerate and move things around.
Is that right?
Yeah. So now, I mean, you harvest an oyster and it goes right into a cooler.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, a lot of that hangover stuff, like don't eat it after 3 days. Like a lot of that stuff is because
They just look gross. I watch people pick up the shell and they're like, swallow that slimy shit. I'm like,
yeah.
you eat cum, don't you?
I still throw it on a cracker. I throw some
Hot sauce on there.
hot sauce on there. Yeah, a little horseradish or whatever you call it there. Yeah, that shit's
Yeah.
good. But I'd like to have oysters Rockefeller. They're delicious.
What the fuck is that?
It's like they take it, they bake it, and they put shit on it. And they basically make a whole meal out of it and then put it back in the shell. That's good.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's good. But we're doing the whole thing tonight. It's raise money for Death to Dementia. That's I hadn't really talked about that much, but
A cause for me. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
I got that going on.
Do you?
A little bit.
Little cognitive impairment.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's in the family.
Yeah. So the same. My grandmother passed away of it, and my father-in-law currently living with it, and my wife's mother died of it. So she started Death to Dementia, the
Very
foundation.
cool.
So what we do is we raise money, and we give that money to the caretakers of those with dementia.
That's
'Cause-
fantastic.
Yeah, because you either got to like quit your job,
Yeah.
stay home and caretake for somebody, or you got to work double hard and miss out on your time with them to
Right.
have somebody come in and be a caretaker. So
And I know it's a bad, like I know I cracked a little wise there, but like
No,
I
it's
mean,
all fine.
like I said, my grandmother had it, and it's not like I watched it happen. You
Yeah,
know, and
it's brutal.
It is brutal.
I've thought about doing a comedy show fundraiser called "Don't Forget to Laugh." I think it'd be just a catchy name. Just do it
Yeah.
like to raise money for dementia.
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
be like, hey, come on in here, and we're gonna like let it rip, man.
Right,
It's all
right,
to
right.
raise money. Like
Yeah.
nobody's feelings are gonna get hurt. Like let's do this and see if we can write some comedy about it. There's a female comedian up in New York whose mother's battling with it. I've messaged back and forth with her a couple times, like, hey, what do you think? You know,
Yeah.
could we put something together?
Trying to get her involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got a little clout. She works at the Comedy Cellar, you know.
helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe I don't know, but right now we just do this event. We used to do a golf tournament and a bunch of other stuff, but
You play golf?
I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I used to be really good.
I'm
But
so bad I don't play.
I play like once a year.
Yeah.
Like if I get invited to go do a tournament or something.
I'll go hang out and hand everybody. I'll be like your beer ball person. You know, I'll get balls. And
Yeah.
Wipe your balls.
How many beers does it cost to have you wipe my balls?
I don't drink, so I guess none.
Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. So I get to drink beer while you play with my balls. This is
as
getting
long
better
as
and better.
as long as I get to drive the fucking go kart around.
Yeah,
You know.
man, I fell out of a golf cart one
Did
time.
you
I was,
really?
Yeah, I was playing, and I was going around a turn on this golf course, and it was a really steep hill. And I don't even know what happened. I was going around the turn, and I was driving with one. So I don't even know what happened. I like flinched or had something, and I just jerked the wheel too hard. It turned really sharp, and it sent me out of this golf cart.
Was anyone in it with you?
Yeah, the guy that was
Oh,
riding with me, he went into the tree, and I just went out of the. And we weren't even drinking. I was like, I don't even know what just happened. Like it stuck to my glove or something. I was trying
you were
to
too
switch
tight.
hands.
You needed to have a few drinks and loosen up. then
Loosen
you-
up.
yeah,
I don't remember what it was why I turned the cart that
You were
that
sober.
sharp. I was sober.
Was it a gator?
Yeah.
Were you trying to dodge a gator?
No, I do remember there's a big giant crack in the sidewalk. Maybe that's what it was. The sidewalk was really uneven, and we were going around the turn. I think that wheel was just at the right
Yeah.
angle where maybe it pulled the wheel
Probably.
and did that. Probably not the only guy that's gone flying there.
No.
Now that I'm replaying it, there was a giant gap. in the
Whatever you
sidewalk.
say.
Yeah. What are you, the cops? There's a lot of questions here. What's going on?
Trying to hit me up for a DUI?
Yeah, what is this? What's the jurisdiction?
Listen,
What's the statute?
we're
of
sending this
limitations?
recording directly to the
Listen, JSO?
Pentagon.
Yeah, we
No,
got
they can't
ourselves
even
a
get the Epstein files correct.
Oh, God.
Let alone a golf cart
How many
crash.
jokes are you seeing about that now?
trillion.
Yeah.
Ask me how many of them are good. One.
Yeah.
I've seen one good one, and I was like, "That's an interesting take, man."
It
that's
was
pretty-
that one, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great. That was killer. Everybody's got an Epstein joke.
Yeah.
You know? It's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you said the news cycle is real short with y'all, but like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe it shouldn't be because like a lot of us, we're just a listener, you know.
No, I mean just like the world stops caring.
Right.
Like I'll see a comic do a joke that's like that was a current event 2 weeks ago, and this
Right.
audience doesn't care anymore. And you took 2 weeks trying to figure this joke
yeah, but you
out.
could do I mean, I don't know if you do it, but like, some comics do. They'll pull like some nostalgic shit for
Yeah.
a joke.
Oh yeah, totally.
So I mean, 2
Once
weeks.
something becomes part of pop culture, it's like something that's universally understood, known, and the reference makes sense. Then yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
fine. But I'm not trying to give comedy advice here. You write jokes about whatever you want.
No, I'm gonna rewatch this and take notes.
No, there's gonna be some comedians that'll watch this and be like, he thinks he knows everything about comedy.
Yeah, well, that's why I brought you in because you're self-proclaimed professional.
That's what I said.
You
It's in
know
my bio.
everything. It's in your bio. I know it all.
Yeah, I'm better than everybody. If you want, if there's anything I can help you with,
Yeah. No, I'm waiting. I'll probably get like he's a hack like me, which I am. You know, when Vanessa was here, we were trying so hard to be funny.
because she was here.
Yeah,
because you had a comedian
for her
on.
because she was the first comedian I had on.
Yeah.
And I was like, we got to be funny.
We gotta be
Well,
funny.
I didn't say that. It just kind of like it just happened.
Yeah.
And so we were doing every hack thing we could think. And
I've done that.
She kept calling us out. She's like, "That's fucking hack."
That's
She would
hack.
not laugh at anything we said.
Really?
Yeah, we're not.
What a jerk! I've laughed at so much of your hack jokes today.
I know, right? All of our hacky material.
I've laughed at all of it. Look how kind I've been. This is ridiculous.
No, and I'm not shitting on her at all. You know, I'm
Vanessa,
I'm
that's so mean.
I'm shitting on me.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
no.
Not currently.
I
That
did.
was
I
earlier
hung out
today.
with when I was telling you that guy Jake that was teaching me like some of those little tips on how to deal with a heckler.
Yeah.
So it was Jake, Griff Pippin, and Mark Smalls. And Mark, he's an insane comedian. Like he did Madison Square Garden with Bert Kreischer. He tours with Bert. You know, these guys are great comics. And I was just getting into stand up. They had no business even being in the room with these dudes. And I was so excited about being a comedian. I'm like, hey, what do you guys ever think about this? Hey, what do you think about that? And finally, we're in this kitchen, and Griff looks at me. He goes, I swear to God, if you ask me one more fucking question about comedy, he's like, we're done here. Yeah. And I was like, oh, because I was like, hey, you ever been to the Comedy Cellar? Hey, have you ever met Bill Burr? And I'm like,
you were fangirling.
Oh my gosh! And I'm looking back at it now, and I meet like guys that come to an open mic or two, and they're like that. And I'm like, I know exactly what you're going through right now.
Right.
But yeah, I must have been so annoying.
Oh, I'm not going through it. You think I'm fangirling?
You didn't go to the open mic.
No,
I was just trying to be funny in front of Vanessa. I was just, everything I was doing. I was trying to be hilarious. I wanted them to think I was funny. You know,
no,
I was trying too hard.
I know, and I guess it was like my litmus test to see if I'm funny enough to make a comic laugh. But
my funniest friends are not even comedians.
I really didn't like write anything. It was just like bullshit hack stuff. It was like off the cuff. You know, like that's what she said jokes. But you know, I do sometimes. I will like be driving around and I'll think of something and I'm like, oh, that's fucking a great premise.
Got to write it down.
That's the problem because I'm driving.
My dad told me when I was younger, when he was doing this, he said the only difference between a comedian and a regular funny person is the comedian writes it down and says it again later.
Well, you have to write it down and then develop it, I think, because that's my problem. I can think of funny premises and then like I'm like, but where does it go? You know?
Look at this. This is what it looks like to be constantly writing material down. I show this to people sometimes when they go like, how often, like, what do you write, you know? So like, here's my premises folder. Like, just constantly with the ideas, you know, most of this is not funny. It never will be, you know, and it's like some of it kind of can
Holy
be.
shit balls.
You know what I mean? It's just constantly writing ideas.
Yeah. Is that your method?
Yeah, I have in here, I cried my way through an Adam Sandler movie, so, you know, now I got to deal with that. I don't even know if that's going to turn into a joke, you know, but I was legit on an airplane watching some Adam Sandler movie, and I'm bawling my eyes out. I'm stuck between this two
remote control
giant dudes, and the lady comes over and she's like, "You want any snacks?" I'm like, "I don't know." And they're like, "What's wrong with this guy?" And they're like, "Adam Sandler movie like that? That's what you're crying to?" So I just wrote it down. I was like, maybe there's something I can do with that, you know?
Yeah, these are my joke ideas. Inappropriate, unpopular kids, being a dad, stories from my childhood, doing stupid stuff because I did a lot of dumb shit. I should not be alive.
Pull from experience for sure.
Food poisoning, mostly my fault.
Mostly. That's a great line.
Mexican restaurant where the food is prepared by white people. That was where I got the food.
It's also known as Lana Palero.
Random high school boners.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
Yep.
That stopped in high school?
I got a boner right now. Don't ask me to go to the whiteboard. It's over.
You want me to stand up and read? What the?
Yeah, I don't. Pornography is like stars.
In what way?
I don't know. I just wrote that down.
Wrote it down. Yeah. You might want to expand on these.
First person to learn how to swim.
Okay. That's good. What are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Let's see. First sign of decline of the intellect in America was the pet rock.
Absolutely.
I don't. And these are just like.
I think the intelligence gap was never greater. The guy selling them, the guy buying them. Yeah.
These fucking morons are buying these fucking
That's a premise
rocks.
right there. You think America's getting dumber, but I'm seeing that it's getting smarter. Some guy had the idea of selling this rock.
I have one around.
People talk about the wage gap. Let's talk about the intelligent gap. Yeah, look at that.
You bought that from a tard farmer.
No, my girlfriend's daughter gave me that. I was like, I got a fucking pet rock now.
That's a cotton candy sunset right there. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, that's beautiful.
My pet rock. This is all the shit that people give me. Some of it. Yeah, I'll keep them.
Before you start thinking
I'll
that's
be,
yours.
I'll be wearing them on the next show for real. No.
Nobody gave you this shit. They forgot it.
Pretty much.
You got somebody drew you a Mike Tyson face tat. Is that what
Yeah,
that
no,
is?
I actually drew that. It was a doodle. But
Okay.
like this is a photographer's book.
Yeah.
This is an author we had in.
Mm-hmm.
She's actually a doctor. That's not just, but that's also her initials.
DR. Okay.
Yeah, which is crazy. Isn't
I was
that
gonna
crazy?
say she's a doctor. She put the
You
period
know.
wrong.
Yeah, the mics are mine, but like that, I had a girl in that does that. And, you know,
So,
I don't know.
Graybeard podcast. You obviously you have a gray beard.
Yeah.
How hard did you wrestle over that name?
That was pretty hard.
Yeah. What were the what ideas did you kill?
So it used to be, my podcast used to be called Archetype Aperture.
Okay. So were you just talking about being a
Photographer.
masculine photographer?
It was just, the archetype was all the photography,
Yeah.
videography, audio, and
Uh-huh.
I would just talk about tips and tricks and stuff like that. It was pretty fucking boring.
Mm-hmm.
How-tos
Yeah.
and, you know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I had all this shit from my brick and mortar. I brought it here
Okay.
and set it all up, and I had a friend of mine come in. He's a photographer. His name is Russell. He's So Scenic Photography on Instagram.
Okay.
Shout out Russell.
Russell.
But he was my first interview ever.
Okay.
And then he came in and he's like, dude, you should, you know, get
Just
somebody to
interview
run
folks.
this shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
interview people and put it on YouTube. I was like, okay. So I started doing it, you know, and
So how do you go about getting a guy who'll produce for you, but it doesn't want to be a fixed part of the podcast?
well, he married into it.
Got it. Fucked up now, didn't
One
you?
of the many benefits of marrying somebody.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is one of his childhood friends, there was a group of them that used to all sniff around my daughter. Mm-hmm. He won.
Big sniffer on that guy.
Yeah. But Brandon, you know, Brandon, he you know Brandon. No, but he came in on a podcast one time. He's also military. And he was like, I was like, man, I really need somebody to do this shit. He's like, fucking call Patrick. He's like, he has to do this. He's like in the family now.
Did you have any experience doing this, or did you learn it on the job?
No,
No,
I
I
taught
just
him.
learned it. Yeah.
I taught
just
him.
click buttons, man. I can have two
pretty
fucking brain
simple.
cells and do this
Dude,
shit.
you look pretty good at doing it. You look like you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Done a few
That
hundred
button's
episodes
green
now.
though. It's supposed to be red while we're recording. Did you record any of this?
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah, we just record it through OBS.
That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just constantly learning because like Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast is our favorite.
Oh, dude.
Okay.
And they are like the most stripped down podcast you can get. I think they just use a little Zoom recorder or maybe something even smaller than that and handheld mics, one camera. And so we
And they
were set
kill.
up multiple cameras. We're trying to do all this stuff. And Sanders, he's like, man, our favorite podcast doesn't do any of this.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You don't have to, but I want to.
Yeah.
But I like being on this type of podcast.
It's fun.
because it's great.
Sets the mood.
Oh, it's so good. But then when me, Sanders, and Fitz, so Fitzjohn is the newest member of that, which was so great because his first name is Alex. We didn't have to change our name.
Yeah.
So you got the Alex and Scott show. Now it's the Alex and Scott show.
Alex
we just threw a little apostrophe in there. It was easy.
Yeah.
But it's fun because me and Sanders, we started our podcast. We're just hanging out. We're just two comics,
Right.
always talking trash.
Yeah.
And every time he'd come over to the house, my wife was like, "Oh, geez, you guys are gonna be talking for like 3 hours, and I'm gonna go watch TV."
Yeah.
And one day we were like, "Dude, we should just hit record.
Yes.
Why don't we just hit record? We'll talk less shit about the people in the comedy scene and just hit record." And that's what we did.
It's the way to do it.
Yeah. And so, but now with Fitz on there, he's just like, so Fitz used to be a fan of comedy. And
Okay.
he used to come to the comedy shows. And I would roast him, and then all this stuff, and then we kind of became friends. And then one day he was like, "I think I'm gonna go up tonight." I'm like, "Dude, you should do it." And he's
Oh, wow.
really, really funny. Obviously, he was brand new, so he sucked. But
Yeah.
you could tell like this guy has potential to get really funny, and he just kept doing it.
Yeah.
And now he's one of our crew, and we love. So it's me, Sanders, and Fitz. And it's like, we'll be just talking, and he'll be just sitting there quiet. All of a sudden, he just like drops
Hit the
his
zinger.
bomb. You're like, "Oh!" Like, we're all dying laughing. It's so much fun.
He was percolating that shit.
Yeah. His like free flow banter is perfect.
That's
He's
great.
always, because I'll go on a rant, and
Yeah,
then he'll
yeah.
just be like cooking one up, and I don't even realize it. He just sends it down there like, So
You're working with a 9mm. He's got a cannon.
he's just laser sighting that thing in.
That's
too.
great.
But it's fun and like, but we don't have any of this. I want to play.
You don't need it.
I want to. Yeah, we don't need like this part or whatever, but like the lighting and having him.
Yeah.
Like just
He
because like if I can stand up and walk away, and then somebody edits it, posts it, whatever. That's the part that we all get bogged down on.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing this show for 3 years.
Yeah.
We're like 25 episodes in after 3
like
years.
the best part about having him, or even when he's not here and I'm just doing it from over there, is the fact that it's live editing. Once it's done, it's done.
Right.
I don't go back even when I do rip the audio from the video. I don't go back and edit it. I mean, I might do a little.
This is fine. Coming out of here is clean. You don't have to do hardly anything.
And then there's some more compression and stuff through OBS.
Okay.
So it sounds even better.
What is OBS?
I
know we're like kind of talking about a podcast on a podcast. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
It's
we
a
do that.
podcast inception.
Yeah.
It's a software that you can use for video streaming. OBS.
Do you ever-
It's like all the little gamer geeks and stuff that stream on YouTube that they use OBS.
Okay. Well, maybe we need to look at doing that and just bring a laptop in and do it like that. That way. But you're switching cameras, right? You're going.
Yeah,
back and
that's
forth.
what that machine is over there.
So that's what I don't. I think if any one of us started switching cameras, it would probably take us out.
It will, but you get used to it. You get used to it after a minute because you just keep your fingers there. If you have 1 or 2 or 3 cameras, we have 3, and so you can just 1, 2, 3, and then the 4th channel I think is what we use for the
no channels through here.
Yeah, that's right. We
the
channel that
OBS.
through the OBS.
Yeah,
but you could.
I mean, I'm a video editor. I sit and just JKL forward, back, reverse
right
all day long. So
right.
Just, and
eventually you just
think about
don't
it.
even think about it because like I said, it used to just be me, and when I did a podcast with my ex-business partner. And I did all of that, and there was never a him. I was the him, and I was part of the show. So it was like,
well, if we just do one camera angle like we're doing now,
yeah,
we really have to switch.
You really don't
I
have
just gotta
to
start. I just would like it to just once it's done, it's done.
Yeah,
we use Buzzsprout.
Yep.
A friend of mine is one of their developers. His name is John, and so we just started using Buzzsprout early.
I've been using Buzzsprout for a long time, but like I said before, I don't know if it was before or after we started, but I have really let the audio slide. I'm like probably 12 or 13 episodes behind. And one of my gripes with Buzzsprout, and if your buddy's watching, first of all, they need to be able to have us upload video like Spotify.
Right.
Second of all, there needs to be like a premium or like a professional user so that I'll pay like 35 to whatever it is a month so that I can have unlimited uploads.
Right, because they'll be like, you've uploaded too many episodes this week or whatever.
Right, I can only upload
Sometimes
like
we
12 hours.
Yeah,
or some
12
shit.
hours. So we record one episode a week. It's an hour. So we don't typically run into that problem, but there's times where like I'll get behind and I want to upload a few of them and just have different publish dates or whatever.
Right.
So, I don't know the right solution for it, but what you're doing here, you just go straight to YouTube?
Yeah, I mean, it's on YouTube right now. You want to do real Inception, pull up YouTube and we can watch
we
ourselves.
can watch ourselves watching ourselves.
There's a
talking about
delay, but yeah, it's
like masturbating in front of the mirror. That's crazy.
That's how I do it. You don't do it that way?
You just told me I was live in front of the world on YouTube. I had to get inappropriate real fast.
I'm not trying to turn myself off.
That reminds me of Henry Rollins. You know who Henry Rollins is. Yeah, he does like spoken word. And I went and saw one of his things in Tampa one day, or one of his shows, and he was talking about something he had talked about on. I used to listen to it and read I've read all his books and shit, but he was talking about. He's like, what people want to know is what does old man Rollins get off to? Yeah, it's gonna look better.
Nice. No, that's great
because it's when we're streaming, it's like fucking 640 resolution. It's not good, but then it goes up to 1080.
See what the delay was. I just messed with the mic real quick.
That's what he does when he goes out of the room. Puts it on that dual camera thing.
And so that way you just just went split screen on it. Yeah.
Or is that what we're looking at now?
I was pulling up the YouTube.
So I got you.
There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what you were looking at is your screen, and
you're
this
about
is
to
what
move
we
the
look
mic.
like on YouTube.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it.
Inception.
That's awesome.
No, we like it, man. It's like I said, it's just a fun thing that we do. I get to meet cool people, and I share what you're doing with the world, so that makes me feel good.
Well, because the premise of your podcast is that you talk to local artists and stuff, and so I know you had me on as a comedian, but because I do graphic design and videography work, I was like, I don't know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, no, I mean, I put in your thing, because that's the thing. I don't know everything you do. Your Instagram is pretty vague. You got like your link tree up there, but so really all I knew was you're a comedian.
Yeah.
I did see the skid steer thing, at one point I was like, what is he trying to get out of comedy? Get the fuck out of here. Like that would make me sad.
I'm just trying to stay relatable.
I know. Yeah. You got to kind of get into heavy equipment in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Otherwise
you're not part of the good old
Is your
boys.
truck squatted?
No, I'm not from Palatka.
He's got a dually though. That's all he needs, baby.
I know. I'm fucking texting him. I'm like, you can pull in the driveway. Just be careful. It's a steep incline. And bitch pulls up in like a
Think I'll be
4-inch
all right.
lift kit. And I'm like, oh,
Pull hell
he's
off
fine.
his hinges with that damn thing.
Are those gun racks?
What's going on? I bought that because I had to pull the skid steer, and that thing weighs 10,000
Yeah.
pounds, And so I had a 1,500, but it was never going to pull that or stop that. So, but that truck right there, it's a 3,500.
Yeah.
It's just different driving that around.
bet.
It doesn't give a shit. I'll have the
feel to know if there was a real big problem. You can just run over.
run right
everybody.
through
Oh,
it. Yeah, done.
And you still might not even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I'll have the trailer fully loaded behind me and it all together. It's heavy as shit. It's
bet.
like probably I don't know what the trailer weighs actually. I need to do all the math on this to make sure I'm legal. My whole
I'm sure
the whole
you're
thing
fine.
has to be under 26,000 pounds.
Okay.
To not need a CDL, and I'm below that, fully loaded.
You need a CDL to drive a truck with a trailer?
If your combined weight is over 26,000,
Is that what it is? I thought it used to just be air brakes.
I don't know all that.
But
Stuff,
I don't either.
But regardless, I'm underneath that, but not by a whole lot.
I'm DOT certified.
So, but I'll be going 70 down the highway, and I can just pass somebody. With
You
a
don't
trailer.
even feel it?
Nah, truck doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. But you're also like, damn, now I got to stop for gas.
Diesel.
Yeah, diesel.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that thing,
Expensive.
it's not. It's that truck is better on fuel than my 1,500.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's coming down, though, ain't it?
Not the other day. It cost me $120 to fill up.
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah. Oh, kiss the Barney Stone. Yeah, it was. It's. I thought we took all that oil from Venezuela with.
That's
prices
what
ready
I
to go down. I
thought.
was like, what are we even doing this shit for?
I mean, we've been fracking, like, but come on, bro.
Give me something.
Yeah, we got oil reserves enough,
Yeah. No.
fucking electric cars.
But this is the first diesel I've ever owned, and it's. I think from now on I'll be a diesel guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not as dirty as people say.
I just wish we didn't have to use the diesel exhaust fluid, DEF fluid. You familiar with that?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. This is supposed to be for the environment. Let me go get a plastic jug with a plastic funnel inside of a plastic sleeve and pull the plastic cap off and pull the plastic cover off of that inside of a cardboard box and then fill my truck up with this and then throw it in the garbage.
Right.
How is
You
that?
might as well be shoving a straw up a turtle's nose.
Yeah, right up his nose. Like, what are we doing? I'm like, how can you possibly tell me that every diesel truck what did it take to make the plastic? To bottle it? What kind of factory? And you are telling me this is better for the environment than a little bit of diesel exhaust, which, by the way, the trees gobble it up. It's like Tic Tacs for them. They love it because that's what they make oxygen out of.
Sure.
That doesn't make any sense to me. You're going to blame it on the carbon
Cow
monoxide?
farts.
Cow farts, carbon monoxide?
It's actually cow burps.
I don't know. I'm going to sound like a real dummy. There's probably somebody who's going to listen to this and be like, this absolute imbecile has no idea.
but
I feel the same way. I think we probably get a lot more pollution, like air pollution, from brake dust.
Probably.
If you think about it,
Yeah.
I mean, because that's what the fuck is that? Asbestos? Well, I know they
gotta
used to
be.
make it with asbestos, but
Yeah.
I don't know what
It's
the
some
fuck.
sort of carbon
something. It's got to be horrible
It
for
can't
you.
be good. Yeah, and you're just filing it down.
And yeah, my tires are black, but they're supposed to be silver.
Yeah,
You
what is
know-
all that?
Yeah, like I stopped walking down the sidewalk, no more.
100%.
If you or a loved one had mesothelioma,
Yeah.
Right? That wasn't a joke. I was just. Fuck. It was a joke. It sucked.
no, but I mean, capitalism. When it comes to the deaf, capitalism does not give a fuck about the Green New Deal.
No.
There's money to be made.
No, and I thought
Well,
I thought it was going to become an option. Maybe next year. I probably bought a truck the year before they would give you it. Because I bought it brand new, and I thought that they were going to give you the option to delete that from the factory. But if I take it now and have it deleted and all that, it'll void my warranty, and I need that because if my truck goes down, my business can't operate.
right,
So-
right. Well, my question is, why don't they just put that shit or something similar to it, like in the fucking gas, in the diesel,
It
so
should
that
be
when you pump it, it's-
87, like high octane diesel DEF, just pull it out right in the
or
tank.
that, yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Well, I don't understand.
Well,
Well, you said
I-
you have a pallet inside the store that I got to go in there and buy this.
Yeah. No, it's weird. That's for sure. Like, but I drive a diesel truck for work. I don't tell people what I do for work on here. Y'all can fuck off. But we have at our place, we have a giant one of those like big
Deaf drums.
What is that? What it's called?
Yeah.
It's one of those big giant square drums.
Yeah.
And it's got a little pump, and we just pull up and
Yeah.
fill
When
it
I do
up.
work for, I have a couple friends that I do skid steer work for, and a lot of those guys will have that on their property.
Right.
I don't go through enough of it to justify having it, but once you do it, you can get a contract with Gate, gas stations or whatever, and you can have it on your property. I just don't have a lot that's big enough or do quite enough work.
Right.
I'm getting ready to put a diesel, a transfer tank in the bed of it, so I can fill the truck up, fill the diesel tank up, and then I don't have to drag my equipment through the gas station. Because I can just fill my truck up, top off my skid steer, and then just top the transfer tank back off next time I go to the gas station.
Yeah.
So
Do you think that like all of the things that you're doing, like take away from something that you love to do?
100%. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the. If you're referring to like focusing on comedy and just being a better comedian,
whatever your passion is,
or if I'm like,
because I know you're a photographer, videographer, also, and you know, designer, and like maybe that's your passion.
So the thing I've been a freelancer almost my whole career, and I've never, like a couple times in my life, I've had a real job, then I had to get the hell out of there. I think I need to have a bunch of different stuff going on. If I had to do one thing and focus on that one thing, I would be miserable within 6 months, because every time that's happened, I'm miserable in 6 months. And usually what ends up happening is whatever I'm doing that I'm supposed to be putting all my energy into, I start to stop putting energy into that and doing other things on the side, because I'm oh man, I'm doing whatever. So, but I really want to do this video, this passion project on this guy, this sculptor or whatever. I'm going to go watch this guy weld and film this stuff for him. Why? Because I'm bored with this over here.
Yeah.
Whether it's music.
Shake it up a little bit.
Right. And I'm like a serial hobbyist, and I've had to scale them all down now. I surf and I hunt. That's it. And comedy. I kind of consider comedy a hobby. Like most of the stuff that I do that I enjoy, I try to get good enough that the hobby pays for itself.
Okay.
At one point with surfing, I was sponsored. I was getting free surfboards, that kind of stuff.
Fucking A.
And so, all right, that's covering itself. And then
you still do it?
Yeah. I don't get surf.
Give it 8 years.
I don't surf like I used to, but I still surf as often as I can. And then with hunting, I ended up getting a pro staff deal with a handful of different brands. And so I was getting all kinds of my hunting expenses were being, get a budget with them. And so I was like, okay, so hunting is paying for itself. I got to a pro staff level there. I got to a sponsored level with surfing.
That's cool.
And I'm looking at comedy the same way. Like I love doing it, and anything I do, like the progression of it is what's fun.
Yeah.
Like the reason surfing is so fun is because every time you go out there, maybe you'll get better.
Right.
The ocean offers you something different. Same with videography work, creative work. It's always a different problem to solve.
So if one of the things that you're doing like shot out and just like went
bananas,
whatever, and you're like, oh shit, I can live easy, for the rest of we're on easy street now,
right,
whatever it is, would you kind of push everything off and just focus on that, or would you just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna still do these things?
Yeah, I would probably, if I enjoyed it and was good enough at it that it provided me with that comfortable income, I'd probably be leaning into it pretty hard.
Yeah. I know I would.
Yeah, I certainly would. I think, like, let's say Pipe Dream comedy takes off and I'm able to make good money telling jokes. I would still probably grab a camera or design some stuff for friends on the side. I just wouldn't feel the financial pressure to charge for it.
You got to keep doing stuff.
I would just do it just because I would want to do it.
Yeah. I can just imagine. It's just like weird, like thinking about like a comedian, like, I don't know, because I'm a watcher, I'm a listener, whatever. But it's like you think about it, and you're like, all you do is comedy. Like you don't do nothing else. Like you just see them sitting around jerking off.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, like,
there's a lot. So I was in Tallahassee working on a project. It was a skid steer project. I was actually rebuilding a retention pond that it was eroding, and so I was out there for a couple weeks. I had to bring in like 300 tons of dirt, 400 tons of rock. It was a big project, and I'd wake up every day, and there was a couple days where I was just going out there just sourcing the materials. Like I had to go out there and find rock and find dirt and like line it all up and get it delivered. So there was like 2 or 3 days where I was literally just there making phone calls. And I talked to Sanders. I called him. I was like, dude, I'm waking up and I got nothing to do until this evening or whatever it is. This kind of feels like I got to prepare myself for when I go on the road. And I really don't want to go on the road unless I can bring my boys with me.
Right.
And that's, it's like ultimate. What would be the coolest career ever is if me, Sanders, and Fitz got to travel together.
That would be awesome.
We could record our podcast during the day, go do whatever, we see the town, whatever, and then do shows at night. And then the next level up is like, hey, call your wives, bring them. We're going to a cool city. We're gonna do the whole weekend. We'll fly in a couple days early.
No, they can stay home.
Yeah, stay home. I'm one of those weird guys that actually really enjoys hanging out with my wife.
Cool.
I mean,
that's really cool. I'm not like a mad woman hater.
Second time around, you do it differently. You know. You just,
yeah.
You just
well,
do it
I'm just
different.
not married, but like
I swore I would never get married again.
for sure. The chick I'm seeing, she's the bee's fucking knees.
That's cool. Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, I think I would pursue that. But if I I don't love shooting and editing video enough to just want to do it all the time. Full time. I was producing a TV show for a while, and it would be like for a couple of months, you'd just be shooting.
dogs.
No, I don't.
I'm gonna go shut up.
No, you're fine.
Just shooting.
They're not gonna shut up.
It's all good. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I'm
No.
not telling you what to do. You work for him.
It doesn't really pay him.
But no, that show would be consuming because you're just working nonstop. Like it was a fishing show, so I'd be like traveling. We're up before the sun, loading the boat, getting sure, and then you're filming all day long.
Right.
And then after that's done, guess what the producer gets to do? I wax the boat. I'm cleaning the boat with the guy.
Right.
You know, so we're cleaning the boat, and then I go back and I'm dumping all the footage and I'm charging all the batteries in it. So it was like round the clock. And then, but when it was over with, I'm like,
yeah,
you know, not thinking about it anymore. Call me when we're filming another episode.
Or pay me in fillets.
Yeah, it was bass fishing. We threw them all back.
Shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So, but but I don't, even during that, it's like I love doing this, but I look forward to the break of it.
Yeah.
You know.
Whose idea was it to go sit out at the beach and like roast people?
Sanders.
That shit.
Let me just explain something to you.
You could
All the
probably
best
pull that
ideas-
up on his Instagram.
All the best ideas are Alex Sanders. Like I get to take credit. It's him. It's him, dude. He's the guy.
That shit was fucking funny. Yeah, you could probably.
We're gonna start doing that again. We gotta. It's crazy with this. my
the vagina mints. That shit was hilarious.
That's also Sanders' idea. Yeah, all the best stuff is his idea. 100%. He should be world famous sketch writer.
Well, while you're pulling that up, I'm gonna go take a piss real quick because
Yeah.
like I'm dying over here.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
If you need to go, you
Do we
can.
need to pause or what?
Yeah, it's
We can't really pause.
Oh, all right, we'll just keep
But
talking.
I know you
guys
think
can
you
talk.
had. I know you said you had your thing at 5. It's 4:41, by the way.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll watch this. We'll wrap up.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Wait.
I feel like I'm directing your podcast.
Oh
right
no,
now.
it's fine.
Where's the
I'll
speech
just piss
thing
in my
at?
coffee cup. Pulling Ari.
Is it far down?
Let's see. I don't know.
You'll definitely know because they're like sitting outside.
Yeah. Yeah, when you look at it all like this, it's a little obnoxious, isn't it? There you go. There's a guy right there.
This. Wait.
The guy with the sign that
Oh,
says
right
roast
here,
me.
roast me.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, hold
Unmute
on.
it.
When they run out of Coke. This guy, he looks like he has an above-ground pool and no water in it.
Sorry.
You look like you wouldn't have real friends if the supply ran out. Dude, talk to me about this shirt. It says I can't afford to go on a cruise, but I imagine it'd be fun. Did you buy those shades because you lack personality? I'm guessing you're 35?
23.
20, damn. That's a bad
Jesus.
I would wean off the hard stuff if I were you.
Hey, by the way, can I bum a sandwich?
Now you can have a liquid death. You want one?
I'll just take some. What do you got? Liquid death. Oh, dude. Look at that.
So the street roasting stuff is fun. We set up a bunch of cameras
He
and we
looks
just.
like Nephew Laser.
Do you know who Uncle Laser is? Yeah. Yeah. So that's fun. We just set it. We'll be there. It takes all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we'll sit and you set up and it's like fishing.
Yeah.
You throw some lines out, you put your sign out, you just kind of wait. And so me and Sanders will sit there and talk and hang out, and then finally somebody will pick the sign up. And usually once one person picks it up, it'll draw a little bit of a crowd, and then somebody else will go, ooh, and it's usually like roast my dad or like roast this, And
Roast somebody that doesn't want to be roasted.
Yeah, well, you got to do somebody who's playful.
Yeah.
Like that guy had a good attitude. I was like that guy's he was really annoying Sanders a lot.
Oh.
Because I would here's the power of editing, right? Every time I would roast him on a joke, he would try to roast me back. And we were just like, dude. And
That's
then,
not what we're doing.
Yeah, and then I would throw a line at him, and he'd throw one back at me. So I cut out all of his crap because it just wasn't funny.
Yeah.
And then I was like, here's just me roasting him, But it took us a while with that guy.
If I had seen that, I would probably picked up the sign and let you roast me. I'm sure you have plenty of content.
We've had some kids that want to get roasted, and I'm like, I can't roast you, dude. You're a kid. I can't even post this online and feel good about it.
Right. Right. Do you make when you do that? Do you have them sign it off or no?
No, it's public space.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just
True
like the
story.
news. You can film anybody in public.
That's
You
true.
don't have to have any consent.
Yeah.
Also, you picked up a sign that said roast me
me.
and stood in front of 3 cameras.
Right.
What did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
We roasted this girl one time. And
what did you think was gonna?
What did you think was gonna? Yeah, what were you shocked at? And we roasted a girl one time, and she came back later in the day, and she was like, "Hey, listen, I have a pretty corporate job. If this gets out," and I was like,
"Say less.
We're not here to ruin anybody's day.
Yeah.
You know, like we're really
hate
not.
that.
Yeah. So, but if it had been one of those like, this is the clip that's gonna make me famous, I'd have been like, sorry about your job, bitch. I'm trying to make it.
Yeah. Well, that's I feel that. I've had a couple people. Hey, can we cut that one part? And I'm like, well, that's going to take it out of the live tab on YouTube,
Right.
so it's going to fuck up my shit. But
Yeah.
I'll do it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it's just like,
What does the live do? Live tab.
nothing. It's just on YouTube. You have like your videos and then like
Live, shorts.
live.
Oh.
So if you go into my YouTube, all of my stuff is in the live tab.
Oh, okay.
You know, like all my podcasts. And
Got
if
it.
you go into my videos, you'll see like one or two podcasts where the people, well, one of them is the one that got pulled down. I put it right fucking back up with
Yeah, why not?
you know, I cut out the 10 minutes that they told me to cut out. And then at the beginning, I put like a thing, like a disclaimer of why that's cut out.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, I'm getting my 10 minutes back. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But
We had in all the episodes we've ever recorded, we had one that we never posted. I got hammered, like hammered drunk, and I was way out of pocket.
Yeah.
This was not good. And the episode started off great. It was like super fun until it just wasn't.
Yeah.
And then we cut one other chunk out. Sanders had a job at the time that he was like,
Can't.
we can post a lot, but I can't have that out, because he was talking about work stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I just recorded this little thing. I just had used a bunch of sound effects, like a car crash, and all this stuff. Like, whoa, hey, all right, sorry about that. We had to cut something there. We went a little off the rails. We didn't mean it. All right, we're back. And then just that way, there's a reason for that weird cut. you know?
Right.
But ultimately, we just hit record and let it fly.
Mm-hmm. And people, they'll go with it.
Is
know?
our Shroomcast still up?
Yeah.
Did you guys do a little micro dose and get
Allegedly.
Oh, not micro.
Macro.
It was an extra large pizza. See, because of my job, and some of the people that I work with do know that I have a podcast.
Any listeners?
Some of them follow.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm like, yeah, we had a large pizza with some extra fun topping. You know?
Yeah. They're
But
cool.
we're gonna do more of those.
Just a couple of fun guys. That's
Just a
all.
couple of fun guys, man. No big deal.
You know, like
Mushroom walks into the bar, bartender says, "You can't be in here." He goes, "What? I'm a fun guy."
because there's not much room in here. My girlfriend and
Not
I used
much
to do a podcast. We had our own little thing going, and we did that.
Yeah.
And it never aired.
Yeah.
Because she was just like, she ended up bowing out at the end of it. I was just, blah, 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 you know, talking. And I'm like, are you good? And she's like, no, having a bad one.
Not.
I was like, okay.
These are spider legs. I gotta go.
Yeah, it's not. It's fucking Black Widows coming out of this bitch. But hey, man, I know you got to get to your, your. Oh yeah, that
Oyster roast.
That-
roast.
I was trying to work in like
Yeah.
cum slurping, but it's not very smart. But yeah, I know you got an event to go to, but I do really appreciate you coming out here, all the way out here to buttfuck Egypt.
Yeah, man.
And hanging out with me.
Thanks for having me on.
Fucking A, dude.
I'd like to come on again. I want to talk more about what you think the city needs for comedy, because that stuff is good.
I would,
Good to talk
like
about.
I said, if I had that money, bro, it wouldn't even be a need anymore. It
it'd
would
be-
be
it'd be
there
here.
for
Yeah.
sure.
sure.
But let the people know. Give them all your socials and stuff. They can see
I'm
your
gonna show it.
Instagram.
Yeah, there you go. Scott Whatley Comedy. I'm on TikTok. It's Scott Whatley Stand Up. I should probably change that so it's all consistent. ScottWhatleyComedy.com is my EPK. River City Comedy. That's what you really need to look at. River City Comedy. Follow that on Instagram as well. That's all the local shows here in Jacksonville that we produce. We try to put on the best shows in town with the best comics in town. And every now and then we'll bring somebody in from out of town. May 6th, we're having Lemaire from, if you ever listen to Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, Lemaire, who's on that, he's going to come and headline a show for us. So that's going to be really cool.
That is cool.
Yep, so all that's coming up. And, River City Comedy, Scott Whatley Comedy.
Fucking A.
Yeah, Death to Dementia. Check that out. I mean,
check that out.
yeah,
I'm going to
it's,
check that out.
It's a passion project of my wife's, and I'm fully supportive of it and involved myself. So it's it's an ugly disease.
It really
It's
is.
just absolutely ugly.
Yeah,
So.
I'm headed that way. No joke. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I forgetting shit. It scares me sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'm not even 50, bro.
People. So we went to Tallahassee to do we do advocacy day or do like lobbying. Basically, we meet with all the state representatives and senators and ask them to allocate funds for the disease. And so Alzheimer's Association actually pairs you up with different people from your community or whatever. So we got out there, and almost every single time they'll have somebody who is a caretaker, somebody who's suffering from it, somebody who is, in the political spectrum or whatever, all that kind of stuff. So you have a well-balanced team to go talk to these state reps. And the guy that we were paired with this time around, he's diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. He was like 46 years old. I was like, dude, so young, man. So young. So
yeah, and you just gave me no hope for the future.
Well, you can go get tested, actually. There's a bunch of tests.
I don't want to know.
You think you don't, but
It's all right. You'll forget if you have it.
Yeah, you won't even know
I'm
about
sorry,
it.
that was fucked up.
It's just like that alien abduction when I got my asshole checked.
I was trying to work on an Alzheimer's joke, and I didn't know how to do it. I was like, yeah, my father-in-law has Alzheimer's, and we have these conversations, but he can't remember anything. So now I just get really high before I hang out with him. And he's like, what are we talking about? I was like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know either, man.
But I don't know how to work that in there.
You'll figure it out.
I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. All right, man. Well, thank you so much, brother. The weird across the desk under the microphone. And go follow him and then subscribe to this channel as well if you can. On Instagram, it's the Graybeard Podcast. You can go check out my photography page if you want to. The Graybeard Photo Co. But at any rate, we love you, and we'll see you next week. Bye.